chat did not start until now, but we're back. I already told folks I was gonna make a sandwich, and then I was gonna go live after I eat my sandwich. And I'm actually really fucking excited. I fucking love BLTs. Actually, let me throw all that shit out. Oh shit. Oh, damn, it almost don't fit. You know what though? I'm gonna slice some of this. I'll take my little scrap. Alright. I'm making my sandwich because kind of got sidetracked, not gonna lie. Just trying to get back on live. Just trying to get back on live. Got sidetracked, so here we go. But yeah, the live, the video chat. What up, Shed? What up, Noe? What up, King? Okay, so just trying to start over from the beginning. There's a tarot party that's already in progress, so if you don't give a shit about a tarot card party, do not chill here. Because we're about to do a tarot card party at like 5:30. So just PS on that. But yeah, I feel like my last video just got uploaded. It's like 3 hours long, so if you did want to watch it something, but you don't want to kick it for the tarot party or you don't want to be a part of the tarot party, there is content that's already been posted literally 5 minutes ago, so you are on time for that. I'm gonna also say, like, before you go, the last live got a little emotional. Not gonna lie, because somebody asked me why me and Dane don't live together if I'm so down bad. And if I'm being candid with you, as I'm trying to be more candid in general, I just feel like that's not his responsibility. And like, I don't want to tie myself to a man that I just met. I know that the person that was commenting was trying to be factual by being like candid that, you know, in the past it seems like I just shack up with a man for housing. I want to reiterate this, that obviously when you connect with somebody romantically, you may not live together. That is a thing. However, in the past, have I lived with partners? Absolutely. Did I think that living with partners was gonna be a way to avoid being poor, homeless, down bad? Not necessarily like so directly, but I knew that like working with another person to survive would absolutely be better than working alone. However, at some point, I do think that being in romantic relationships and having my housing tied to the romantic relationship, I started to notice that like that was just not helpful for me, wasn't healthy for me, wasn't making me feel good, wasn't making me feel cherished, honored, nothing of the sort. And in actuality, if I can be super candid, I feel like some of my exes owe me some motherfucking alimony, bitch, to be honest with you. Some of these men that I lived with, I definitely feel like they owe me. And instead of me like actually like getting too invested in what a motherfucker that couldn't really give me too much, but wanted a lot from me was doing, or what they owe me, I'm gonna just focus on not getting owed. I'm gonna focus on not feeling owed. That's what I'm gonna focus on. I understand people thinking, well, why don't you just get in a relationship and get housing? That's never how I was thinking, but I do think that because we live in a patriarchal society where men do that, I think it's easy to be thinking in a misogynistic way when femmes are engaging in romantic love that comes with the seemingly perks of being kept. And I feel like we don't talk about that enough. If I was in a relationship with someone and I wasn't homeless in the end, nobody would really care. But because people care very deeply that I was in a romantic relationship and I ended up homeless, I started to notice, all right, well, if I keep on being in romantic relationships and the housing situation keeps getting fucked up, how do I need to shift? Obviously, I didn't shift as soon as y'all did. That's fine. But I just want to be candid that if we learn something ever in our life, I pray nobody tries to spray you with what you didn't know at the time. And I pray that nobody tries to sit in your face and act like they knew the whole time what the fuck was going on the whole time. Because if that was the case, which I don't believe so, Bitch, where the fuck were you? What the fuck? I just feel like I would never set myself up to be telling somebody, bitch, I could have helped you. I saw you fucking up. I didn't care. I wish I would do that. Ew. Like, that's who you want to be? Yuck. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Nasty work. But you know what? That's how people are operating these days. And so, because of that, a lot of us are shifting behavior. We're not going to be the one that's getting laughed at, right? We don't want to be laughed at no more, right? Y'all want to keep laughing so bad, don't you? Y'all want to keep laughing so fucking bad at bitches for making goofy ass decisions that were fucking based in fucking patriarchy and motherfucking lack and scarcity. Meanwhile, some of y'all only know what y'all know because you seen your mama go through it. You went through it. It's not even that people don't listen. It's not that people don't listen. It's the fact of the matter. Girl, what the fuck? Is this a bug? Girl. What the fuck? This lettuce looking crazy as hell. Oh my fucking god. Nope. Nope. I hate when men go shopping. Like, I really, like, girl, because it's the way, like, girl, why the lettuce still got dirt on it? Like, that's so much. Like, I'm really stressed out. Somebody gonna think it's extra fresh. It's extra scaring me. But yeah, no, here's the thing. I feel like it's not that people, it's not that people don't listen, in my honest opinion. I feel like a lot of people do not fucking know what the fuck they don't know. And I feel like some people really love knowing some shit first. And it makes me sad because it's like, bitch, you know how exciting it is to learn something and see other people are there? It's so exciting. But you know what's not exciting? When bitches like get to a point where they realize some shit is goofy and they try to act like they've been new. Cite your fucking sources or shut the fuck up. That's how I really fucking feel. Like, tell me something because you went through it too. Make a personal connection or leave me the fuck alone. That's how I really genuinely feel. Because it's like the way they were talking, it was really giving like, oh, well, I know about you. Well, what did we know about you? Like, I feel like some of this shit be one-sided as fuck. It's like, yes, I do share. But if you are consuming my content to the point where you feel like you know me, share something about you. And a lot of people can't do that shit. A lot of people won't even start to fucking talk about what the fuck they're going through because it's fucking crazy too. So I'm sick of people standing next to somebody talking about, well, they're looking crazy. Bitch, you lucky the camera not on you. You're lucky. But with that being said, I'm not saying that I don't put the camera on myself. What I'm trying to offer is I'm sharing what the fuck I'm going through because I'm organically sharing my motherfucking life. If somebody likes to watch it and then they don't like to watch it, that shouldn't be my problem. That's how I feel. If you don't like my content, you don't have to watch it. But I get a vibe like people want to like, what, tell me something that I don't know? I know now. What's next? That's how I really feel. Cause like, how else was that conversation supposed to go? In my honest opinion, like in your humblest opinion, like how was that convo supposed to go? I was supposed to what? Be like, yeah, you're right. I should just go be with this man, and go and get played again. You're right. I've done it before, so let me do it again. How is that convo supposed to go? Really? Like, what did they want me to do? Sit there and be like, yeah, you know, yeah, like what? Like be fucking on some Nine of Wands shit? I tried. I really be trying to be on some higher polarity shit and try not to give people too much, especially when they give it to me. But I'm just like, leave my ass alone. It's fucking Mercury above fucking Virgo, bitch. I did nothing to you. Yes, I've been dickmatized. I've been a simp for a man. You know? Who ain't though? Like, I just feel like that's the thing. Like, some people only know about that shit because they've been through it. And so I don't want to ever be the girl that's sitting up here talking about something, oh, you need to do better. Girl, we could all say that. Like, put a little honey on it, put a little gentleness on it, and we won't see it for what it really fucking is. But if you're gonna be stanky, like, just be it with your chest. Like, it was giving like I'm being curious in a very direct way. It's like direct curiosity is very fascinating to me. Like, it was giving very direct, but also want to throw a question mark on it. This shit killed me. But whatever. Listen, it don't matter to name them. It don't matter to name them because I don't really want to fight. I really don't want to fight. I really just want to acknowledge that, like, yeah, I've been a tweet tweet. I've been a cockatiel. Absolutely. I've been a parakeet. I have. I've been a pigeon. But bitch, I'm also a hummingbird. So with that being said, I'm not about to just be acting like all birds are the same, okay? All birds are not the same. I've been a lot of birds. I'm a hummingbird now, baby. So that's just where I'm at. And you ain't gotta be there with me. You can still be on them other videos where I was going through looking like Boo Boo and the Fool. You can totally stay there. You can absolutely stay there. But if you wanna be here, we gotta reintroduce ourselves because I'm not Boo Boo no more, okay? Like, people gonna have to actually talk to me with some fucking respect because I know I've been talking respectfully to everybody. I know I haven't gotten out of pocket with nobody. And somebody tried to say I was being nasty to them. Someone tried to say I was being nasty to them. I had to just get them away from me because I'm just like, bitch, when have I been nasty, girl? I haven't been mean since 2017. Just kidding. But just saying, like, I really have been working on myself. So if you don't see it, if it's not coming across, just leave me alone. That's where I'm at. Like, that's all I wanted to say about that. And I'm about to eat my sandwich and hang out with y'all before I start this tarot party. Because, bitch, if I don't eat, I'm going to be mad. And I don't want to be mad. Like, that, like, hunger really controls my mood. So if I'm getting irritated, let me go sit down and eat a snack. Exactly. It's like I'm sharing space with him in ways, but we take a lot of space from each other. And then we hang out. Like, it's fun. Oh, Napa. I did not gonna be so fucking bad. Come with me, bitch. Bitch, I didn't even get no water. Shit's so sopped up. Oh. Not fuck Beyonce. I'm crying. I'm crying. I had to leave that conspiracy thread. Because at some point, I just was kind of like, okay. Because it's like, yeah, I don't like Beyonce, but not to this degree. I just feel like when they start talking about the son being autistic and doing too much, I was like, all right. I gotta go. Honestly, be careful where you go to hate, bitch. For real. Or just to read some shady, hateful shit. Just be careful, bitch, because that energy be getting on you. I swear. Where and that's the thing. That's the thing. I feel like at this point I know that what I'm sharing, I'm not alone. I know that what I'm sharing, other people have experienced. And some of the shit is so fucking specific. So motherfucking like specific. It's scary. It's scary to know that other people have gone through this too or feel this in any way. It's actually terrifying, like, to know that there are so many people who have experienced narc moms or just housing insecurity. It's scary to think about that. It's scary to think about how many people just don't have access to housing. And it's not because they're not working hard enough. It's just a lot. Yeah, no, I definitely had to go outside and live because I was definitely like existing only on the internet. And it wasn't good for me. But how do you know that, right? How do you know what's good for you? I think we're all trying to figure that out, right? So, not too much on me. I just like you, I'm trying to figure out what's good for me, and you've had the benefit of being able to watch me go through some fucking goofy ass shit that maybe you were like, oh shit, that's what's happening to me. It's one-sided, unfortunately, but it don't have to be. So that's what I'm trying to offer. Like, some people watch some of these content creators and just be like, damn, this bitch about to crash out. Like I see people talking about Queen and Clarence, and I don't. I'm not trying to play with y'all. I don't watch them no more. For a moment, I got caught up. For a moment, I got caught up because it was when like her and Chris broke up, and then she started dealing with Clarence, and then right before Legend was born, and I was just like, dang, like that's gotta be rough. Trying to fucking have a YouTube channel, and everybody knows you as Queen and this man, and now you gotta be Queen and this other man. Again, I don't know her. I know nothing about her. I just know that she's a YouTuber who used to be married to a man and had a baby, and then they broke up because I think he cheated on her. But she started making music. She started making music on YouTube, and that's how she became kind of more famous after her couple channel blew up. Again, I don't know nothing about them, but I seen the internet clowning her recently, talking about, oh, she just said she don't want to have, she don't want to get married no more. Oh, Clarence done made her change. Clarence done made her change. And it's just funny to me. Listen, I'm not trying to make nobody relevant. I'm just trying to offer that, like, when you are known as your name and somebody else's name on the internet, it's very fucking hard. And so whenever I get into a relationship and I talk about it, I'm not talking about it so I can be like, so it could be brought up like months from now, years from now. Like, I'm sharing my joy with you. If I'm telling you about a partner, I'm telling you about somebody I love, I'm caring for. And so it just is frustrating that like there's a narrative that I'm a homosexual when it's like, bitch. In my honest opinion, I feel like a homosexual, to me, is someone who plots to get housing on you. They're plotting on you to make sure that they don't fucking be out here homeless. If I've been homeless with my partners, doesn't that mean that, like, it wasn't just me? It wasn't just me who needed stability, support. Like, it's just frustrating because it's like, if I was using these people for housing, wouldn't their housing be more stable? Like, it's really frustrating because it's like I definitely feel like people try to spray me and try to make me feel like I'm like using people for housing when it's like, no, it's more that like me and this person are living together, and then when we're broken up, what do you do next? That's what I'm saying. Thank you so much, Naja. But I'm just saying, I personally feel like there's a narrative. That's how I feel, that like I'm just getting into these romantic relationships for stability. And it's like, really? Like, I, I mean, no shade, but my first partner was the only one that had money. That was the only one that had money. That's what blows me about that perspective. Because it's like, I've only dated one person with money, like actual stability. Like, if I was with people for their money, why was we broke? If I was with people for their money, why was we broke together? I need y'all to think critically. If I was homeless with them for years, what were they? You mean to tell me I was with somebody who had money and housing and they was doing so good, and then I came and fucked it up? Come on now. Every partner I had was living with their fucking family. That's what's frustrating to me. That's what's frustrating to me. I'm the only person that doesn't live with my family. I've lived in many situations where I was literally paying my own rent. Every partner I've had was living at home. That's why the narrative fucks me up. It's like, again, the idea that I'm dating people for housing is funny as fuck, because it's like, if I was doing that, why would I choose people who are enmeshed with their family? Wouldn't I choose like an independent, wealthy person who like has the means to support me and has the know-how to not be ever homeless because they've already taken them care of themselves by themselves? If I was really poaching and hunting for housing and money and stability, where was it at? Again, I don't expect everyone to answer, but I'm just saying, if I ever found a whale, where did they go? Where did they go? I just want to know. Like, that's what kills me. Like, everyone I ever dated, we was broke. But they had the family scaffolding to not look broker than me when we broke up. Clock. Like, when I break up with somebody, bitch, who am I calling? My mama? We broke up. Who I'm calling? You break up with somebody, who you calling? Auntie? Cousin? Your bestie, I don't have that stability, bitch. And like, I'm not saying that to be ugly or harsh with anybody. I'm saying that to be accurate and factual. These people had the familial scaffolding to get out of the housing situation and go be the last person I dated long term. They mama bought them a house as a reward for getting rid of me. But the whole time they were renting and borrowing money to pay rent, there was no house offer. Some people have come up off of breaking up with me. That is just the truth. Especially the racist mama ones or the ones who mama didn't like me. I'm telling you, bitch, once somebody mama don't like you, that's a cash win. I'm telling you. Some of y'all don't know about that life, and I'm glad. But some of y'all don't realize that when you're with someone that messed with their family and y'all break up, oh, they family gonna do everything for them that they would never do when they was with you. It just is what it is. Like, people were withholding wealth from my partners because of our relationship, because they didn't like me, because they didn't like that their child was gay or trans. And then when they started being cis again, it is what it is. Like, I know some people don't know all the tea, and that's fine, but don't try to play me. If you look at any of my exes and you think that they're rich now, check the deed, bitch. That's all I gotta say. Check the deed on the houses. Check the deed, bitch. That's all I gotta say. Check the motherfucking deed. It's not them. And it's fine. But like, don't do that to me, bitch. I've been in foster care since I was 13 years old. I went to college at 17 years old, bitch. My college became a scam and I had to fucking go to work. I had dreams of being a graphic designer that didn't work out. I had to fucking hit the pavement, bitch. So get out of my fucking face. I just feel like that's how I feel. Get out of my face. Like, I'm in my Mercury and Virgo bag, bitch. I'm trying to hit back in the only way that I know how. Is with the motherfucking truth. Like, I've been broke for the longest time. I've been broke since the beginning. The only partner that I ever fucked with that had money was my first partner, and I don't think y'all ever really saw Andrew. I think Andrew was on the channel for a moment. And then we broke up because he was abusive as fuck. The only partner that ever had money. And I said, I'll never do that again. I'll never be in a relationship with somebody who can fucking pay to get me away from them or pay to bring me back to them. I'll never be with somebody who can just push me around on a plane. I'll never be with that. Gonna say, oh, I miss you, fly me back. Gonna say, oh, I hate you, fly me away. Gonna say, oh, I wanna be with you, get an apartment for a year lease, and then wanna play games with me. Babe, like, I've done it before. I've been a living girlfriend. I've been it. It's not worth it. It's not. Even if he got money. Y'all can say whatever y'all wanna say, but at the end of the day, I feel like at this point, I'm in a part of my life where I realize that you can give away your time to a man and never get it back. Nothing. In no way. Never get it back. And I understand folks like who was saying that. The last person that popped up on me in the chat, and I'm not gonna say their name because it's not about them. It's about the narrative that like I'm some like motherfucking rescue dog, just motherfucking just bouncing around. That's not the case. I'm making I'm making plans. I'm setting up things. I'm thinking with these people, but they're liars. Like, they're fakers. They're love bombers. They're narcissists. And then what do I gotta do? Come up here and be like reporting live from this bitch business, another motherfucking grand closing. Like, come on. Like, at this point, I feel like I have to switch my behavior, which I obviously realize now, very late. I will hold that. But at the same time, now that I'm trying to switch my fucking behavior, I feel like it's like, oh, this is what you be doing. No, bitch, it's not what I be doing. I've been poor this whole time. If something happens, I'm poor. If something happens, I pour. If something happens, I can't call my mom. Like, that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to fucking offer is I cannot call my mama every time something bad goes wrong. I can't call nobody if something I call the internet, bitch. And some white person might feel bad and might help my ass out. That's really where I'm operating from. And I feel like some people don't like that shit. That's fine. That's fine. Don't do that shit then. But as far as I'm fucking concerned, I will make sure to uplift what the fuck is going on with me because I'm not about to close my mouth and not get fed. That's not where I'm at in life. So if you want to act like you're the strongest soldier, go right the fuck ahead. Go right the fuck ahead. I'm not. And I know my vulnerability scares some people because if you were as vulnerable as I was, maybe somebody would fight you or beat you up. Like, honestly, like some people I think get so uncomfortable because they're like, bitch, I could never be this honest. Yeah, it's scary. But at the same time, bitch, I'd rather be here than be like lying to be around motherfuckers. And I feel like that's my crime in this lifetime is that I can't lie to be around motherfuckers. I could lie. Don't get me wrong, I know how to lie. But to be around, to be in the room with you, no. To keep you in my face? No. And so again, that's how I feel. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, it's like I literally work as hard as I fucking can to not fucking die. And a lot of the ways that I work is using my fucking voice. I use my oration skills to create opportunities for myself. I know some people cannot conceive of that. Some people have to go to a 9 to 5. I'm not saying I'm not at a 9 to 5 right now because I absolutely am. I'm doing that too. But some people can only do that. And I think some people really feel like, oh, damn, like, well, you have all these talents, all these gifts. Why are you always broke? Bitch, because, like, I'm still trying to figure out how to use them in a way that makes sense for me. Exactly. Like, I feel like, yes, I'll come here and sit for a few hours and kick it with y'all because that's honestly my social time. Like, outside of, like, coming here and being live with people that already know, like, I'm gonna be a silly ass bitch. We're gonna do tarot. We're gonna eat. We're gonna laugh. Like, I don't have a bunch of fucking friends. I have a friendly demeanor, so motherfuckers be talking to me everywhere I go. I literally can't go anywhere without somebody talking to me. I usually don't talk to people first, unless they're a person of color and they seem approachable or open to communication. But at the same time, like, I really don't be bothering people, but people always fucking talk to me. And so, again, I feel like because of that, I've learned that you never know where the opportunities are. And because of that, I know that to some people I may seem like an opportunist. And honestly, that's okay. Because I feel like I have to think very strategically. And sometimes I don't. Like, sometimes I really don't. And I feel like the times that people like to bring up about like things that I've done or things I've been through, it's times where I wasn't thinking very clearly because I wasn't thinking about my future self. I was thinking about my present self and my present circumstance. I wasn't thinking about the future. And sure, if you're homeless or you're like housing insecure rather, and you're like trying to get into a relationship, it could absolutely seem like you're trying to get an opportunity out of that relationship as well. My thought process is when you're trying to navigate a romantic situation that has become platonic, you're not together anymore. Like, I just feel like that's the thing. Like, some people don't know what it's like to live with someone and have the relationship shift. And yeah, you still live with that person, or yeah, you're like in proximity with your ex, but you're not together no more. And so I feel like I've been in a lot of those situations where like I was still around my ex and trying to like just be loved romantically. And some people can say, you shouldn't have been focused on that. I don't care. I was. We're talking about an old bitch. We're talking about bitches past. All I'm trying to offer with all of this long ass sermon is that you don't really know me. Like, I know that I've shared a lot, but you don't really know me, my essence of self. I feel like you know the bitch that comes on live and talks about these men, talks about being down bad, talks about being poor, but that's not all the fuck I am. And I feel like there's so many people that you watch online, and I'm sure there's so many things, but what do you watch them for? So I know I seem like I'm spiraling, but I'm just hungry, and I feel like people was really trying to fuck with me. When I say people, I just mean a person that reminded me that like people will watch my videos and be like, she's always homeless. Like, yeah, bitch, because I don't have no mama to go to. Like, some of y'all have been broken up with and went home to your mom every time. Imagine if every time you got dumped, you couldn't go home to your mom. How many times would you be homeless by now? No tea. Some of y'all have been played. I feel like it's the Capricorn Mercury. I know how to talk to people. I know how to use words to get what I want. True. Does it always work? No. It do not. I can say a lot of shit and people won't fuck with me. Like, but again, I know that I know how to say things right, or like the ways to say things to build on that thought. Like, that's what the Capricorn, natural builder, resources, fucking cardinal fucking earth, literally the earth, literally the earth. That is my ruler. Saturn and the literal fucking earth. So yeah, when I speak, I know how to build shit. And that's why people fuck with me, I think, because I feel like I know how to say something to where there's more. And I feel like that's the thing. I feel like the Mercury and Capricorn, we know how to say things. We know how to say something to where you may see it. You may actually think there's something more there. Again, I think when we speak, there's resource. So there's utility. So you know what? And I appreciate you saying that. And maybe that's what this is right now. Maybe I'm not handling the scrutiny well right now. I feel you. I feel you. And again, like I understand that like when I come here, I can be perceived all types of ways, and I can't really help that. Like as long as I'm being authentic to myself, that's all that matters. But it's really not though. It's really not. Like I could be authentic to myself, and it won't matter in other ways. So there's definitely ways that I definitely see. There's ways that I see the way I communicate, and people can be like, hmm. But I appreciate being called a charmer, but I know that charm is seen as like a narcissistic trait at this point. But my thought process is, as I said before, I have a very mean mom, and I feel like I know how to say the meanest thing. I hate to say that, but I feel like I think of the meanest things, and I feel shame about it because it's like a very like it's been the case in my mind thinking terrible things and not necessarily like harming people thoughts, but just like thinking like just instantly judging someone like by looking at them, just thinking of something that's really unhelpful, um probably, but thinking that there may be some merit to what I have to offer. Like I definitely see like how I can be way over like analyzing a situation and seem insane. So see, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This sandwich is so soft up. But no, Whitney, thank you for saying, not you love the way I eat. Love, I knew it was you. I knew it was you. I seen your ass on Phoebe. You better calm down. You better send me a coin too. No, I know it turns you on. You better send me a fucking coin. Actually, I blocked you. I just remember I blocked you. I just remember I blocked your ass. I already blocked you on Phoebe. I already blocked you on Phoebe, ho. Exactly. And I want to be super candid. I'm not eating on here to get no money, bitch. I just want to be clarifying. I'm not eating on here for the feeders, bitch. That's embarrassing to me. I'm gonna be so fucking for real. I have some shame. I am embarrassed by that shit. Please do not watch me eat, motherfucker. Like, do not watch me. Do not watch this. Like, leave this alone. I did not come on here to be freaky and eat. Oh my God. I can't even eat a sandwich. Yeah, I'm done with the sandwich now. Because I know he probably got a burner or some shit. Fuck that. Watch me eat this weed, ho. I'm good. I'm telling you, bitch. Can't even fucking eat a goddamn sandwich. That's what I'm saying. And he, like, bitch, and the worst part is, bitch, he's sexy as fuck. That's the saddest part. That's the saddest part. He fine as hell. That's the saddest part. He's fine as fuck and from New York. Help us by not giving up. I'm dead. I love you, bitch. Stop eating real quick, bitch. Listen, and I had a good bite too. Like I'm actually kind of sick that he did all that. I'm gonna have to put my sandwich in some new bread, bitch. I'm gonna have to put my sandwich in a new coat. It's just too soaked up. It's too sopped up. No, he fine as hell and crazy. Oh, I don't know his sign. I didn't investigate. Again, I talked to him a while ago, and then like when I say I talked to him, I mean that he reached out to me and I asked him about some money and he was acting stupid. And I was like, girl, you live in New York. You know ain't nothing free. Come on now. I know you gotta pay. But he was acting stupid. And so I blocked his ass. But I feel like he already had found me. He already had knew about me for a while. But, and he be cool usually. Can we see the sandwich? I'm fucking dead. See that good bite right there? It's looking, it's, you know, unrecognizable. Unrecognizable. Oh, I blocked him. I blocked him out the room. The sandwich don't look like much. It's a BLT. It's a BLT. It's some lettuce on there, some onions, some tomato, a little bit of Dijon mustard, an onion. Not an Aries. I'm crying. I'm crying. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. He's an attractive man, but it's the way that like these men on these apps, like they want to lurk on you and then be like, I saw you on your live. And it's like, tell me what your name is so I can block you. You know what I mean? Like, tell me what your name is, daddy. Daddy, where are you? Tell me all your screen names so I can block them everywhere. Um, it is a beefed up BLT because you know a BLT be flat and my BLT is fat. Um, but yeah, no, it's a lot of creepy shit going on out here, bitch. Never know. With that being said, the tarot party about to start soon. Bitches is getting ready, smoking my getting ready spliffy. Um, mm, it super was. I feel nourished by those few bites that I had. So we about to get back into it. But yeah, I have to eat my sandwich off cam because hoes is weird. I did just do readings, but I didn't finish. I had 4 more people. Oh, Scarly, listen, we appreciate you for even being here. Just thank y'all. I'm gonna do some more street readings soon. I don't know when. I told I told Dane that if by oh yeah, I feel like me and Dane talked about me going out tonight. I think they actually woke up to go take me, but it was raining and so we weren't sure. Hey, Dane. I wonder if you can hear me. Are you still trying to go soon?
No.
Are you sure? Are you okay? What's wrong? You're cold? Do you want another blanket? Are you sure? Okay. I'm sorry. The AC's not even on. That's crazy. Weird. Well, I'm glad that you're not overheating. Right. All right. We'll see you later. All right. Okay. Again, I'm gonna probably leave in like an hour. Hey. An hour?
I guess, yeah, sure.
Are you sure?
Think you do soon?
You said sooner. I feel like, I feel like give me an hour just so I can like go shower, cause like I don't want to be like dirty as fuck out there.
Oh, okay.
All right, might. All right. Nah, he's flirting. I'm crying. He's like half a fucking wig, bitch. He like worked all night. He works the night shift, so he'll take a nap and then we'll kick it. But anyways, with that being said, I am about to start the readings. There were 4 people who are already up next. It was Green, Green Fairy Apothecary. I know Nubia was actually next. I believe it was Nubia, Green Apothecary, Whitney, and Alexandria. So if you want a reading, just give me a emoji. But if you're one of those 4 people, you're going first. And depending on who's actually here, we'll just go in that order. So Whitney, since you're ready, you're first. I saw Alexandria here earlier. If you're still here, throw up an emoji. Okay, Nubia, you're here. Okay, cute, cute, cute. Okay, so we're going to go Nubia, then we're going to go Whitney, then Alexandria. Okay, cute. All right, we're going to go Nubia, Whitney, Alexandria, in that order. Y'all are already here. Y'all are already perfectly in y'all order. So let's just keep it going. If anybody else wants a reading, feel free to put yourself in there. We got an hour. But I'm gonna probably leave here in about 45, maybe less. Who knows? Who knows? But all right, we got three people on the docket. If Green Fairy Apothecary comes back, they will automatically be next. I just want to put that out there. Listen, it's okay if there's only 10 likes. It's okay if there's only 10 likes. I'm not going to trip on nobody for likes or anything like that because at some point, y'all might come back and watch it and like it on the app. I appreciate you, JB Superstar. I love you, bitch. I love a Capricorn, honestly. Like, I live for you asking the questions, but I just want you to know, like, if you don't like it, it's okay. That's all right. I appreciate y'all for liking it or not. All right, so but I appreciate you. Please don't think that I'm trying to like be like, don't do that shit, because I love that shit secretly. Quiet as it's kept. I loved it. All right, Taylor, you're going to be after Alexandria. Nah, you my cap homie, like on the board, okay? Just keep that in mind. You on the board. You out here. You making good moves. You elevating. I see you. I know it. Okay. Nubia. Nubia, beautiful Nubia, my dear. What's a guan? Okay, ooh, I want to say this before I start. I said this in the last one. When I read tarot cards, I treat this deck like it's a phone, okay? And I personally believe that we can call anybody on our phones. I know not all tarot card readers may subscribe to this idea, but that's okay. I think that what's cool about tarot is we can make it our own, and that's what makes it so powerful, is our belief system incorporating with the cards. That's why some people be super into the number stuff. You know, you see the people that be like 444, I'm in alignment. You know, and when they see 444 in the deck, when they see 888, when they see different numbers in the deck, because the decks have numbers, cards have numbers, y'all. They have dates as well, they have seasons as well. So cards can really tell us a lot of things. And if you have an ancestor, as I said in my last reading, if you have an ancestor who is passed, who's not here with us right now, know that you can use the tarot to talk to them. You can send messages to them. You can do spreads for them. You can just keep a card with you as a reminder that that is them and just charge it up. You can bring a card to a grave site and just remind your ancestor that this is the card that you're gonna be using for them, and that when you see this card in the deck, you're gonna know it's them. There's so many different things. So your grandmother's birthday is in the tarot. Your grandfather's birthday is in the tarot. Your little cousin's birthday, your birthday is in the tarot. There are so many cards that remind us about ourselves, our people, our past, our present, our future. And so just keep in mind that the tarot deck can be a little bit intimidating if you think about it as the antenna for the spiritual realm as it is. But if you think about it as a phone, as a way to send text messages, as a way to send video chats, as a way to, just send little beams of intention into and also pour them out. That is a cool thing. And I know some people can be intimidated by spirits, be intimidated by their ancestors, but all spirits used to be alive. Just keep that in mind. You will be a spirit one day. And that's one little thing to think about, to maybe like bring it home for you. Think about it. If you passed, God forbid, what are we leaving on the altar for you? What should we give as an offering? What makes you happy right now? I know that when I die, anyone that puts me on their altar, baby, they better feed me some caramel. I know that. But putting that out there, that if you right now were to be placed on someone's altar, what would be something that brought your spirit closer? What would be something that brought you closer to others? Just think about that. One day we will all be spirits. So let's think about the most positive thing about being a spirit is that people leave us offerings and try to communicate with us and befriend us and ask us for help. So, ooh, coffee. That sounds yummy. Nubia, are you here with us? I am asking, I'm trying to do this little intro, mainly because I want to get people to think about what kind of reading they want. Some people ask questions. Some people said, where do I need to go right now? Some people said, what do I need to know right now? Some people said, where is my relationship heading? Some people said, will I meet someone great? Will I do this, will I do that? Or some people said they wanted a general read. Some people just wanted a general read. Some people wanted to ask for direction, guidance. Some people wanted clarity on a relationship. Some people wanted money. Some people wanted legacy. Some people wanted honesty. So just think about what it is that you want from the deck, and I will absolutely shuffle and channel that question into the cards. And then when I am picking your card, what I want you to do is I want you to give me the top, the middle, or the bottom. The way that I read personally, I feel like the top card, the card right on the top, that is the card personally that is so focused on telling you again something you already thought. And the card in the middle is that card that's in your stomach, in your solar plexus, in that unsettled feeling. I want that card to remind you that you are being watched. The universe is watching you, spirits watching you, ancestors watching you, good people are watching you, love is watching you, good things are watching you. But what you feel in your gut, the thing that might actually shift the read. And then on the bottom, if you pick the bottom card, if you should dare, the bottom card is things that you really don't want to fucking hear. Or you are hiding your head in the sand so you don't have to think about, or there are things that maybe you never considered, things that might shift the entire reading for you. But with that being said, we're about to, ooh, now that I dropped all these cards, what did y'all have to say? Okay, all right, all right, all right. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Before I go any further, give me 1 second. Okay, awesome. So a bunch of cards just fell out the deck, and I just wanna, and this is just a general Nubia. When I shuffle for you, I got you. This is just a general for anybody here scared to get a reading. Cause I don't be dropping cards. I don't know if y'all noticed that. I don't really drop cards, so. Nine of Wands, big Sagittarius energy. Nine of Wands, we've talked about this card several times. The Nine of Wands, the nines are all about motherfucking being alone, ho. The nines are about being alone. Just like the six looks like a pregnant belly, the nine is the head with the long, skinny spine. Okay? All you feel like you have is you. The Nine of Wands is a card that is amazing to get, especially when it's upright, which it was. And this card is a reminder that you are worth all the struggle. You're worth it. And when I say you, whatever the fuck you perceive as your next chapter, whatever it is that you're defending, it's all worth it. So keep that in mind. If you feel like you've been fighting for too long, you've been trying to hold on, you've been weathering storms, one after the other, you got sick, then the light bill due, then the dog shit on the floor, then somebody had got fired, and now you got way more work to do, and the check was late, and the check cash in place, there was a fight, and so all the computers was down. It's Mercury retrograde, so you said something a little stanky to somebody, got your ass beat. Listen, the Nine of Wands is a reminder that, baby, you are strong, but you don't gotta be strong all the time. But baby, right now, you may feel like you are poised for attack. You are ready to weather anything else that comes. I want you to just put down your gun, put down your weapons, and start to just soften. Because the way that that body will feel heavy, the way that that body will feel fucking tight, just because you're ready to fight. Ten of Wands, baby. And you know what's funny that they came together? It's funny that they came together. For bitches that don't want to listen, Ten of Wands is a man carrying all the motherfucking sticks, bitch, carrying every stick, every battle, everything that's hard to hold, everything that's hard to hold, everything that's motherfucking hard to hold. Okay, the Ten of Wands is a reminder that you are actively carrying burden. Or when they turn the card over, it looks like a bunch of sticks just weighing a person down, kind of nailing them to the ground. So just keep that in mind. Whatever is really dragging you, whatever is really just, it's so tiring. I hate doing this. You're complaining a lot. Whatever's making you complain a lot, just please get away from that shit. Four of Swords upside down. People sleep fucked up. Four of Swords, Love to see a four of swords because it means escape. It means getting away. It means taking a rest. It means knowing what your limits are. But when that shit is upside down, it means ain't nobody getting no rest. Ain't nobody getting no sleep. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? When we sleep, you know what happens when we sleep? We get new cells. When we sleep, we actually regenerate. When we sleep, we actually are able to have new dreams, have new things come into our life. If you're not sleeping, you are actively blocking many blessings. Melatonin. If you don't have access to melatonin, that's okay. There's other natural sleep aids, okay? Reach out if you need help to look into natural sleep aids, or you could Google. But there's ways to put yourself to sleep. So just consider that there's rest coming and it's necessary. Page of Pentacles, pages are messengers. Pages are young people. Pages are new cycles. New cycles, but they're just telling you about it. It's just like somebody telling you, oh shit, something's coming. But our page of Pentacles is upside down, so the money. The money. Ooh, I know some of y'all are just waiting for that Cash App noise. I know. Trust me, I know what that's like. Trust me, I know what that's like. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. I'm just gonna tell you, anybody waiting on money, bitch, it's time for you to start saying it. Remember, the Page of Pentacles, the messenger of money. The messenger of money can't talk. Why? What's going on? Why the money quiet? Let's be loud. I'm gonna make money today. Say that. Somebody say it. Somebody say it. Somebody say it. You ain't gotta write it. Just say, I'm gonna make some money today. Actually, I'm gonna get some money today. Just say it. Some of y'all don't realize should be manifesting. Like we all together right now. We all probably broke a little bit. Like, come on, just say it. We getting money today. Knight of Wands, upside down. We talked about the Knights before. The Knights are like the A1 fighters. They are the Manny Pacquiao's. They are the A1. They are the F1 shooters. Um, yeah, you got the shooters in the F1. That's them, okay? Knight of Wands, a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of good energy. Again, upside down. Some of y'all need to go dancing. Some of y'all need to go fuck yourselves. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that genuinely. Some of y'all need to really engage with your body. Move it. There's rhythm. Some of y'all need to paint. Some of y'all need to put some color on. Some of y'all been dressing in all black, all white. Why? Pop some color on you. Maybe some red, some yellow. Be inspired by fire. Again, these cards fell out, so I'm just trying to give a little bit of goodwill out there, babes. I don't know what's going on with some of y'all, but listen, the Knight of Pentacles. Don't be shady. Don't be shady. Think it through. Think it through. If the bill is due, pay it. Don't play yourself. I love you. Knight of Cups. All right, the Knights, I told you, they're shooters. They're shooters. They don't play about you. Protectors, guardians, angels. Knight of Cups. You see that side eye? You see that side eye? Protect your motherfucking heart. Protect your motherfucking energy. Protect everything inside of you that's good and sweet and loving and psychic. Protect that. Because she looking at you real funny like you're not protecting that. So I just want to let you know before my sis got to let you know. And last thing, Five of Wands. Ooh. Five of Wands, Nine of Wands, low-key, they are the same motherfucking energy damn near, okay? When we get the wands, we're talking about motherfucking strength, passion, hiya, kung fu fighting, low-key. But this Five of Wands, baby, it's just a reminder that when things are chaotic, when things are out of sorts, when we're off our game, when we're not feeling impassioned, when we're feeling stagnant, that's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to be fatigued and in something that's draining us, and the whole time there's nothing creative coming out of us. There's no life. What up, Max? There's no excitement. So if we're not feeling excited, just keep that in mind. There's a reason why. Also, I found out that I can do highlights on here. So like every time there's like a 5 minute where I pause and I press a button, it just means that I can like basically get like 5 minute screen shares for the people that don't want to stay for the whole thing. You know what I mean? So Nubia, we're finally getting back into your reading. You said you wanted a general read. Okay. Nubia said, give me a Jenny. We doing a Jenny. They said bottom. They said, give me the secrets revealed. They said, give me the end of the deck. All All right, all right, all right, all right. Ooh. Okay, six. So we have six of wands. It was upside down. Shaboop. Okay, shaboop. As I told y'all, the sixes are about producing something. Sixes remind you of pregnancy. Sixes, very Cancerian. Sixes are moon ruled. So we have the six of wands. We have a birth of passion, something really exciting, but it seems like because it was upside down, there's, as I was saying in that last reading, there is a lack of creative fire. And it's not allowing you to be as creative or hopeful or as impactful as you may want to be. And so I want to just urge you with that card being on the bottom, that might be something you haven't heard enough. I'm sorry to hear that, baby. I'm genuinely sorry to hear that. I really hope that you try to, ask some questions to your deck if you have one, or even just try to bring something that they really love into the house. You don't have to eat it. You can put it in a beautiful dish and just have the intention to share it with your father, and just think about ways that y'all would have connected if you would have had access to kick it with them right then and there. All right, I'm pulling the rest of the cards off because I just want to see what we're dealing with, because those wands kind of shook me. I was like, damn, them six of wands, you trying to burst something creative. It feels like there's a birth of something creative, but it's stuck. So I wanted to know why. I look in the Ten of Wands in the middle of the deck, and look, I told you this ten card is so fucked up. I know somebody's like, clean that card. I tried to. It's beyond being cleaned. This card will never be cleaned. This card is so destroyed, isn't it? And that is part of the card's energy, and I'm glad that it happened to this girl and not somebody else. But in retrospect, it wouldn't happen to nobody else. This card is about fucking too much. It's about too much. And again, like I told you, this card got ran over. It's like being ran over. It's like taking on responsibility and feeling fucking ran over. I'll never forget what this card means. This card is about having too much pressure on you and not knowing how to let it go, not knowing how to not knowing where to let it go, not knowing who to tell, not knowing who to share these burdens with, feeling 100% isolated in your fucking task and hoping that you can figure out a way to orient yourself to where you can handle everything. And so I just want to let you know, babe, that six of wands, that creative project that you may be failing to manifest or birth, it's not because you don't have it in you. And that's the worst part. It might be stuck inside of you, but you need the paint so you can paint it out. You need the paper so you can write it out. You need the pen so you can write. You get what I'm saying here? It's like you do need something. You do need something. But I do have the King of Wands sitting right up top, which is a good sign, okay? This king, okay? He believes in expansion. This king, this fiery king, yes, Sagittarius. He believes that if there's no passion, I'd rather die. Like if there's no music, if there's no art, if there's no literature, if there's nothing that will stop my suffering for a moment so that I can bask in something beautiful, I'm actually good. And so just keep that in mind, that like a big part of your happiness and excitement around art or creativity or projects that you're engaged in, that is your life. That is your life force. That king, he is extremely interested in expansion. He wants to grow, but he wants to live. And that spirit of life, that spirit of living, that art of existing, and the way that it can look so messy, the way that it can look so fucked up, it's feeling like you're trying to find a way to elegantly go through this life, artistically curate it to in a beautiful way. But the issue is that it's not your mind, it's not your creativity that's off, it's the world. It's the world. And so creating beauty no matter where you are is what needs to become the goal. Finding some way to beautify, finding some way to create, finding some way to be artistic in whatever little way. And I want to urge you to think about how many artists I've met who have taken the labels from the USPS those labels that say like to and from, and they've used them as canvases. I know many people that have found a way to create their art no matter what resource they had to take. And granted, it was a free resource that they couldn't be stealing, but get creative with what you need. Get creative with asking for more. And I mean that in many ways because I feel like it's not just about creativity, it's about that rhythm in life, that excitement in life from actually living it and engaging in it. And it feels like there's been an isolation for you. It feels like from these cards, it feels like you've been kind of stuck just working your damn fingers to the damn bone and you need release. The sixes are also very childlike energy too, ruled by children. Sixes, pregnancy. So there may be an inner child that needs some tending to. Your inner child may need a hug, but also a new paint set or some clay. Something that reminds you that you're not too old to play. Something that reminds you that you're not too old to learn something new or to dig back into a pleasure that has never left you. But there definitely needs to be some more play in your life, baby, because this reading was giving you got too much going on and not enough going on internally, not enough music, not enough like honestly like this reading had me thinking like, ooh, you need to go out so bad. You need to listen to some good music in your cute little outfit. I know you already see it too. I see it too a little bit. I see a belly chain. Let me know if I'm wrong. But baby, I see you outside. Just looking beautiful. Just looking gorgeous. Oh, Anthony, thank God. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, y'all be safe out there. There's a lot of storms coming through this week. It was flooding for me last week. I'm sorry to hear that. Damn, all the way over there. Damn, the storms just be moving it, don't they? Fuck, ain't nobody safe. I'm glad you got power back though, boo. I'm just saying, Nubia, the cards are giving night out, but it's scheduled every week. Okay, it's giving art class at the community center. They're affordable, not all of them, but there's a lot of classes for what you get. You know, look into it, cause I was looking low key myself, but just look into it. It's hurricane season. Oh, you're not wrong. Okay, all right. I appreciate you saying that. Because I be forgetting. What up, beautiful Jay? But yeah, no, as I said, Nubia, I thank you so much for letting me read your cards. But the card reading was giving, I need to be out somewhere in somebody club. I need to be, like, it's low-key giving tropical. I don't know if we have a trip planned. Maybe you've been waiting to go on a trip, and that's why you've been working so damn hard. It's all for this trip. Maybe you're going to go see family finally. Maybe you're going to get to be in your ancestral homeland. Maybe you're going to get to be around your ancestors, the elders. Maybe you're going to be back in a child's place and you can't wait. You playing an adult all day and you getting back to the people. I hear you. Listen, whatever the case may be, please let me know if the reading is hitting for you. If not, it's okay. But all I got from the reading was you working too damn hard, babe. You working too damn hard and you need some fun and I hope you find it. Okay, King of Wands, he has the most fun. Now King of Pentacles, he got the most money. But King of Wands, oh, he the best one to hang out with. Ooh, when you hang out with the King of Wands, baby, he don't play about you. He don't play about you. It's warm, it's friendly, it's social. Everything tastes good. Everything feels good. The perfect music. Yes, and everybody there is feeling elevated. That's the whole energy. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of connecting is to elevate. We're not about to connect and stay the same. We're about to connect and get lower. We getting higher. So it's drugs there. King of Wands always got the drugs, baby. Anyways, with that being said, what's all this King of Pentacles, bitch? And motherfucking King of Swords too. All of them, bitch. Actually, I feel like the one with the best liquor though is probably King of Cups. No shade, and I'm not even just saying that. Then again, you know what? Then again, I feel like King of Pentacles might still have the best liquor, but I feel like the King of Cups might have the most interesting independent liquor distributor. That's what I'll say. I feel like the the King of Cups, he'll know some bootlegger that got some crazy shit. King of Pentacles might just have the most expensive bottle, not the most interesting. Okay, so we just finished with Miss Nubia. Whitney, you're next. Thank you so much. Meryl Streep, are you next? Are you, well, not next, but are you wanting to get a reading? Because as it stands right now, you would be after Taylor Beam if you wanted a reading. So as soon as Taylor's reading goes, you would be next. Green Fairy, I told folks as soon as you came in, you would be put into the mix. So I'm gonna put you in after Whitney, okay? So Alexandria Green's gonna go before you because they were always supposed to go before you. So everybody getting bumped back. All right. Meryl Streep, you're going last. Nene, you're going after Meryl. Beautiful J, you're going after Nene. Perfect. Thank you. Look how beautiful that worked. All right. Yes. All right. With that being said, since Nubia just went, Green Fairy, we're gonna just take you now. My bad, my bad. Oh, excuse me, my bad. Green Fairy, we're taking you after Megan. Delete. Green Fairy, we're taking you after Megan. Megan's gonna go right now because they just gave us the question, but you're going after them, okay? So whoever was supposed to be going after Whitney, not Megan, excuse me. Whoever was supposed to be going after Whitney, you are now going after Green Fairy Apothecary. Who is Green Sleeves? I gotta look that up. Cause I done said it 3 fucking times, 4 times, 16 times. My goodness. And yes, I am one of those girls. Like, if you ever catch yourself saying something the wrong thing multiple times, go look it up. Okay. All right. We got it. All right, going back to Whitney, how does he actually feel about me? Where's this connection relationship going? Oh, I hear you, Whitney. I hear you. I hear you on the bottom. I hear you. All right. I know you heard them. I know you heard them cards. Give me something. Give me something. I'm pulling them all before I go into one because I want to just. I feel like you asked me a conjoined question, so I feel like I want to just get it all. I want to get it all for you. I promise you, I got you. I got you. I got you. Let me snatch them all out, though. Let me snatch them all out. Okay. We got the bottom card, top card, middle card. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right, you asked for bottom first. I got the Six of Cups upside down. I feel like this reading came up in the last reading that I did. So the last time the Six of Cups came up, and I want to just do this in this way because I want folks to understand that cards can come up in several different readings and mean different things. So you asking me, how does he actually feel about you? The last time this card came up, someone was asking about a relationship. And I told y'all that the sixes are about pregnancy, they're about children, they're about innocence, youth. This card being upside down may mean that in this relationship, this person sees you as maybe a little older than them in your behavior. With this person, they may be feeling like, with this person, um, their feelings may be that you are above them, that maybe they are childish. This relationship may, make them feel insecure about the dynamic. This relationship is hard to get in relationship because this relationship card can sometimes indicate that there's an imbalance or a parental nature. Now, it could also be that this person sees you as very young or maybe too young for them or maybe too innocent for them, and maybe they're looking for someone a little older, a little bit more experienced. But this card on the bottom is definitely giving, not the weed, I'm crying. Y'all are funny as hell. I do think that with the Six of Cups being upside down on the bottom, this is the card that's like things that we don't really know or things that are under the rug, things that are kind of like on the lower end of things. We're not really talking about this, not the high key, it's on the low key. So maybe on the lowest of keys, there's a relationship dynamic here that is uncomfortable. And not because you're uncomfortable or you're hard to deal with or anything that's bad about you. This person may just feel infantilized in the relationship only because they may feel inferior, perhaps because of the way you are operating in the relationship. You may be extremely loving, extremely caring, showing up perhaps like a wife. This person is very young, perhaps, in their mind and maybe in their behavior. And so for them, they're like, I'm only ready for a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what I'm getting from this card is like they may not be ready for how grown an adult you're expecting them to be. And so the relationship may feel like what's happening because you're thinking about the adult things that you would be doing if you were, with another adult. This person may be wanting to do very young minded things that, are fun, that may have been fun. Maybe you've had so much fun together, you're like, okay, now are we going to talk about getting married? Are we going to talk about moving in? Meanwhile, this person wants to know, do you want Ciroc or Casamigos? The relationship may be really imbalanced, not because anyone's wrong. They may just have things on their mind that in your mind, you're like, at this point, you should know how, you know, how to behave or how to be. I don't want you to shame yourself for being in something that maybe, you've been in for a long time. But this card also does indicate that a relationship has lasted for a long time or it's been happening since you were a little younger. And maybe now you're looking at your child self who loved them originally, and your adult self is having to tell your child self, hey, I don't think that they're able to graduate with us. I know we met at the end of high school. They're still there. That's what that card could be offering. Again, I mean, no shade to you or your relationship. I'm just trying to offer that there just may be a little bit of a mindset difference. Now, the card that was in the middle, I got the Knight of Cups. Now, she was not looking at us, okay? Bitch, how many times am I gonna fuck this up? This is the Knight of Pentacles. She is a money girl. All right, and I already told y'all before the knights, guardian angel, protector. Think about a knight. Think about the knights. They always had swords and shit, shields and shit. They was the fighters. They was the defense. They was not about to have you out here fucked up. They came first, okay? So with that being said, the money did not come first. Y'all did not have money conversations seemingly very, very early on. And I feel like that's the issue. Is like, I feel like you've been hoping the relationship is going to get to a certain point. Y'all haven't been talking about the relationship getting to a certain point. So now conversation might get really weird. Now motherfuckers crying and shit. Now motherfuckers crying. Now motherfuckers scared to lose you and shit. And you're like, bro, why you crying? Do you have a 401k? That's what it's giving. That's low key what it's giving, babe. I mean that so sincerely. It's giving like you need someone to show up as an adult and they can't. And it's not your fault, but you really need someone that's a little bit more stable. And it's not your fault. I also have the Queen of Cups and she's upside down. Now my queens my queens, like, I don't want to be like misogynistic or sexist or anything, but the queens really do give fertile energy. Like they are fertile ground. Like you really want to get a queen in your reading about relationships because it means that, like, there's abundance here, there's still fertility here. The queen upside down and Queen of Cups, her and the moon besties, okay? Big Pisces energy, big Pisces girl, okay? And so, with that being said, the Queen of Cups, Miss Pisces in the deck, she around the money and she around this spilled card. Like, this card is spilled. It sucks to say that, but this card sense, because again, you have to pay attention to how the cups are. When they're upright, they're all good. Everything's good, right? When they're overturned, everything's spilled out. Nothing's there. So it can just feel like a drain. It can feel like someone taking something one-sidedly. But the Queen of Cups upside down, it could mean that this relationship was one that, again, as I said earlier, to the other person, that there could have been something happening with a child. There could have been perhaps a miscarriage. And if so, I'm very sorry for your loss, genuinely. But I do think that staying in a relationship that is not bringing you joy, stressing you out financially, if those things are happening, you do deserve better and you know that. And I do want to pull a card for healing because any card, Any cards that I get that are really, really hard to hold all together, I'm gonna pull a healing card because I think that that's necessary. I don't want anyone to think that the deck just want to spray people and make people feel bad. Not at all. Like the deck just wants you to like hold space for the fact that you have so much life ahead of you. Like that's also what the Six of Cups reminds us. That baby, just like you had this relationship for however many years, you could have another one and another one and another one. There's more life. This ain't it. That's a beautiful thing. This is not it. That's a beautiful thing. Ooh, okay. All right. Listen, these cards flipped. This happened again to me. They didn't fall on the ground, but they almost did. So I'm going to just go with it. This is what I want to offer for healing. And again, if it resonates, enjoy. If it don't, it don't. We got the Lover's card facing towards you. I just need you to know that love comes in many forms. Okay? So even if this relationship isn't the love of your life, there may still be love here. There may still be love here, friend. There may still be love here, but it may not be the romantic love you were looking for. This person may be your best friend. And maybe romantically you need to look elsewhere. But the connection with this person may still be one that's important and worthwhile. I'm never going to tell you to cut off someone that's for you. But if the relationship is not lifting you up, making you feel good, if you need to set boundaries with this person, if being around them feels good, but only 20 minutes, only 30 minutes. Just keep in mind that like you don't have to kick nobody out your life 100%. They could just be 80% out your life. Again, some relationships don't give us everything, but they might give us that 20. So if you're getting 20 from this person at this point, it's okay to keep holding on to it if it makes sense for you. The next card that almost fell out, Emperor card, big Aries energy, okay? Look at the Emperor. I love looking at the Emperor card. This is big Aries energy. Big Aries energy. Big I know what I want energy. Big you better give it to me energy. So just keep that in mind when we ask relationship questions from the deck, we know what we want to hear. We be knowing what we want to hear. So keep that in mind. Like if he's not coming across or your partners are not coming across with Emperor energy, coming across as I deserve the best and my baby too. Me and my baby deserve the best. I'm gonna treat myself good so that I could treat others good. Like if the masculine energy isn't coming across as a lover, isn't coming across as someone that cares about legacy, I want you to think about that. Because the emperor is very, very interested in legacy, very interested in hearing others out, very interested in being a team player. Even though he's at the top, he not greedy. He very giving, very kind, very loving. But yeah, he still has a lot. He's still aware of how much he has. He's still aware of his abundance. He shares, sure, but he's still the emperor. So just keep that in mind, okay? Like people can still be on their throne and still share and be loving and kind, but still be on their throne. So, excuse me. Ooh, who's that? Page? Pages are messengers. Remember, pages are messengers. Think about pager. All right? The pager of swords, okay? When we see swords, we're talking about air. Think about a blade going through the air. What you hear? That wind, that air. All right? So just keep that in mind. The air, communication, mental, like the air really rules Mercury, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, air. Air. So just remember, swords are air. This is the messenger, the person calling us to let us know that, hey, bitch, it's some new thoughts out here. It's some new things to think. It's some new shit to cut off. It's some new shit to transform out here. So keep that in mind for anybody who's listening, not just the querent, not just the person that I'm reading for. I want you to remember that there's new ways to think out here. Just because you used to be so in love with this person because this or that reason don't mean that that's why you got to stay in that relationship. Strength card upside down, soft but not available for mistreatment, okay? Your softness is not supposed to be a test. No one should have to test how strong you are. Being delicate, being fragile, being a softie, those aren't bad things. You're not sensitive. You are sensing some bullshit. Okay? Keep that in mind. Don't let people gaslight you, babe. Four swords, as I said before. Why aren't we sleeping? Why aren't we sleeping, friends? Why are we not sleeping? These are the healing cards, friends. We need to get rest so we can get new brain cells, okay? Ace of Pentacles. Aces are seeds. The seed is saying, how can we make more space for money? Some of us are not making space for money. I know some of y'all are like, bitch, I'm trying to get money every day. Who said today I'm gonna make some money today? Who said today is the day that my riches come in? Who said today is settled? Who said today is enough? This is the last day that I'm trying to be broke. I'm not saying it's gonna work like that. I'm just saying, start telling yourself, bitch, I don't need to be broke no more. I don't need to struggle no more. I'm not saying that that's all it takes. I'm just saying, start saying the things that you want. Start being like, yeah, I really want this. What you gonna do to get there? Okay, you're plant seeds. Just plant little seeds. Our thoughts are our seeds. All right, there's a new capacity for money out here, and this is the last one. We get the Ten of Swords. We keep getting this card, y'all. You're gonna have to kill some ideas. You're gonna have to shift some ways of thinking. You're gonna have to completely scrap an old idea, okay? Whatever you thought was gonna work out, whatever you thought, oh, you just knew it was gonna work out. Some of y'all beating yourselves up because you couldn't see it set up. Like, the fuck? You're not supposed to. That's why it's a setup. The fuck? Like, I swear. Some of y'all being so mean to yourselves. And bitch, who the fuck could have seen that coming? Come on now. Come on. It's okay, but please put the whip down. You really don't have to beat your own ass. I promise you that. You never have to beat your own ass. It's never that deep. Heard you. Heard you. Heard you. Heard you. Heard you. Heard you. You think you fell in love, but you need to heal. I hear you. I hear you. I'm gonna pull one more card for clarity because I'm nosy as hell. I'm gonna pull one more card. Ooh. Oh, oh, look at y'all. Y'all so funny. And I'm gonna pull you too because what the hell's going on? My cards are so silly. I know I'm doing a lot, but honestly, I love Whitney. They're funny as hell, and I appreciate that. See, if you're nice to me, I'll do extra stuff for you. Don't be mean to me. Okay, so we got the Ace of Swords, okay? Planting a seed. All right, I know right now your mind might be closed to relationship, to connection, but I just want you to stop thinking that your way of thinking was bad, okay? The ace being upside down means that right now nothing new can grow. Maybe you did fall in love, so what's wrong with that? 11 years older is not a problem. That's how I feel. King of Cups. I think you see him exactly how he is. I think there's a lot of love there. Three of Cups, family, energy. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know that you need to walk away. I just think there's something going on with the money. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what it is. Just be careful with the money, okay? Like if you're doing a lot, you're showing up a lot, you're letting him come to your spot, whatever the case may be, just keep in mind. Just keep in mind. Tally it up. Tally it up. All right, because 11 years older, you know, it can be exciting. It can be exciting. I've been with a younger man before. It can be exciting, but their money is never right. That's the only shitty part about it. Yeah, see, I got the Four of Pentacles popping out for no damn reason. And I got the King of Swords popping out too. So, lowest the keys, friend, if I'm being honest with you, I feel like y'all been needed to have a conversation. And then the Four of Pentacles, this is like low-key my ego birth card. I genuinely do think that this card popping out at this point, it's very much giving this relationship is one where y'all need to talk about the money. The conversation about the money has to happen immediately. And not just that though, but the way that it's being spent. Like I feel like there's a part of me that feels like you feel like you're being greedy or you're being grimy by being like, no. You're not. You're not. Or you feel like, oh, I can help him. I'm doing better than him. So? So? And? Was y'all broke together? That's all I have to say. Was y'all ever broke together? That's all I have to say. Because if y'all was never broke together, then why would you trust him with all the money? That's what I'm saying. Have fun, babe. Have fun. Have fun. But I feel like as far as he feels about you, I do think that, like, yeah, you did fall in love with him. Yeah, you care about him a lot. That's fine. That's fine. Now find another one. Find you another young one. Have a good time. Get two of them. Alternate. Take a break. Day of rest. See one on Monday. See the other one on Tuesday. Day of rest on Wednesday. Make sure that they never see you at the same spot. You got to switch up your spots. Have one on the west side, one on the east side. Baby, don't play with yourself. Have a good time. The young boys is fun. The young men are fun. Yikes. The young men are fine. The young yikes, yikes. It's giving cougar vibes. It's giving cougar in the chats. But I'm just saying though, like the younger men are fun. But keep that in mind. That's it. Cause it's giving the money is not right. It's giving like, yeah, I know you fell in love, and I know, ooh, baby, that King of Cups wasn't playing neither. Be careful, babe, because it's giving pregnancy tease, and I don't know if you're wanting that. I'm not sure if you're wanting that, but that's very much on the damn docket. So, if you can, get them the snip. If you can, get on prep. All my friends out there, get on prep. I know someone's like, bitch, you're not on prep. I know I need to get on it though. But I can still spread the good news. Can I spread the good news to the girls? I'm just saying, get on prep, have fun. Don't play yourself though. Please don't play yourself, because these younger men, they so sexy, they so fun, but they're, they're too young. They're just too young to be there with you. But you can still have a good time. Have a good time. Again, I know not everybody gonna feel me on that one, but have a good time. But don't give him your money. Don't feel like you gotta help him no more. Don't do that. And if you feel like it's to the point where you helped him too much, do less. Find another one. For real. Go on Tinder, Hinge, and make it clear, I'm just here to have a good time. Don't tell nobody you trying to be in love with them. Keep it cute. Say you're a bachelor. Excuse me, say you're a bachelorette. You just enjoy yourself. Bitch, trust me. I just did that. I just did that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. But that's the thing about it, is like, for you, it can be fun, but it really depends. I feel like for me, they just be so emotionally attached so quickly. Like, they want to fight so bad. That's the thing about the 20s that I can't do. They want to fight so bad as a sign of love and care. And it's like, baby, that's not how I show love. That's not love to me. And I feel like that's the unfortunate thing, is like, when you're really young, that's what you think love is and a relationship is fighting back and forth, all this bullshit. And so I don't want you to fuck up your 30s, bitch. Don't fuck up your 30s with no 23s. Trust me. Trust me. Cause I had a Jordan too, baby. I had a Jordan too. Just get off them Jordans. Get off them Jordans, baby. Them 23s. Them 23s. Ooh, Lord. Yeah, Whitney, I felt you. This reading really hit. We love you though. We love you so much, and we really hope. Them Jordans. Jordans. Yeah, remember Jordans? I'm sorry, man. Let me stop. I'm just saying, you gotta stay up them Jordans, girl. Absolutely, Whitney. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for fucking with me. Thank y'all for supporting. We appreciate it. I did turn on Super Chat. If folks did want to pay me through here or tip me through here, that'd be cute. Never, never, never do I expect, but will I bring it up? Absolutely. Absolutely will. Absolutely will, baby. You see the price of hot wings. Um, yes, fighting do mean passion. It do. Not 23 and me gone wrong. Ink. I'm glad you popped out. You don't get near enough credit for your wit. I appreciate you. I'm dead. Okay, who is next? I need y'all to remember who's next, honestly. I need y'all to remember, because, baby, we just going. So who is after Whitney? Let me know. I am ready. I love you too, Whitney. Love you too. Listen, just know we're keeping this live up, so you'll be able to go back, look at the cards, look at the meanings, do your research, do all that. Ooh. Alexandria. Green. Yes, green. Thank you so much. Yes. All right. Green Fairy. Awesome. So, as I said before, you can ask any question you want to ask the deck. What up, Nello? You're on time. You're really on time. But yeah, if you wanted to get a reading, just drop an emoji and we'll add you to the list. We're kind of behind by like 5 people, I think. So, we're doing a tarot party. We got a free one card going on. I should have put a title, but things got real messy when I was making my BLT. With that being said, Green Fairy, thank you so much for enduring. Thank you for just taking your time. What is next for you? You feel a little lost right now. I'm hearing you. Are we pulling from the top, the middle, or the bottom? Let me know. And as I said before, whenever I pull from the top, I'm pulling from something that you probably already know. The middle is things that maybe you didn't want nobody to say, but you was not feeling it in your stomach. And the very bottom are things that might shift how you see the whole situation. Might be a little perspective from spirit that maybe only spirit can see. So I just need you to let me know if you want the top, the middle, or the bottom green fairy. Also, if you wanted to wait for me to stop shuffling to tell me if you want top, middle, or bottom, that's also okay. Um, I'm open to customizing it however folks want to do it because I enjoy doing this. But mainly because I'm a nosy ass person. I'm gonna be so fucking for real. I literally am learning the tarot out of nosiness. I want to know so much stuff. So yeah, baby, I'm gonna keep pulling my cards. I'm gonna keep pulling them because they be giving a lot. All right, what is next? We're looking for direction for Green Fairy Apothecary. They said they're looking for the bottom. If folks wouldn't mind asking me their question and then telling me where they want it pulled after the fact, just so I can shuffle with the question and then pull from the part of the deck that y'all want. This is just a very soft desire. If it don't happen like that in the future, I'm not gonna be tripping. But it's just like a little thing for me. Thank you so much for Green Fairy for writing it out like that, because that really is what inspired me to ask for that. Just because I've been shuffling this whole time, and when they said bottom, I'm like, okay. All right. Ooh, my girl. Queen of Pentacles upside down. This is low-key my favorite queen because this is the Capricorn queen. That's why I love her. She is Saturn. A Saturnian energy. But also she is the queen of the world, babe. The queen of earth, babe. But she was upside down. Which I really hate to see. Which I really hate to see. Because low-key, the way that the clouds look when it's upside down almost looks like water. Almost look like she drowning a little bit. Almost look like she getting fucked up. And that's the thing about it. Is the Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Earth. So her looking like she's underwater, she looking like the waves taking her ass away. That's not good. That's not good, Bookie. So with this card coming out as a bottom card, this is a card, for me at least, that reminds us to hold our head up, fix our crown, eat a snack, do something that makes us feel good, and then return back to the work. We literally cannot pour from an empty cup. And if we try to give when we have nothing more to give, it often turns out that we have self-sacrifice for people that do not give a fuck like that. And now we look crazy for the people. Now we look scary because we all resentful and shit. So this card is an urge to bring it on back. Call back your energy immediately. Call it back. Whoever expects you to be doing this or that on that day and you know it's not realistic already and what you about to do, fight with them, play with them, make it seem like, oh, maybe I'll get the energy. Maybe I'll have it by then. You know right now you don't have it. Help them prepare for your absence. That's what I'm getting from this card. Help them prepare for your absence. You're gonna have to help some people prepare for your absence because you're gonna have to pull your energy back. In the middle, I got the Nine of Wands. We pulled this card before. The Nine of Wands is a big, big, big Sagittarius energy card. This card, as I said before, you have one shoe on, one shoe off. One of your eyes fucked up. Your wig is just slid. It's just slid. It's just lace. But you know what? One thing about it, and two things for sure, you're not going to back down because you know what the fuck is at stake. And so for that card to be in the middle, it means that you're not sure if you should be fighting for shit. You're not sure if you should be fighting for this. You're not sure if you should fight back. That's what it's giving. And again, for that first card to pop out, that Queen of Pentacles upside down, is giving you're not sure if you should fight for yourself. You're not sure if you should fight for autonomy. You're not sure if you should fight for your growth. I could be wrong, but the cards are really giving, up until this moment, is giving you're really not sure if it's worth it to keep going, to keep on being, to keep on, just building. Like there may be a fear perhaps around business. Trust me, I know. I noticed your green fairy apothecary. Maybe you started an apothecary business. Maybe you started a herb shop. Maybe the shop ain't doing so well. And maybe in your heart of heart, you're like, bitch, is it worth it for me to keep going? Should I even post about my business? Is anybody gonna buy? What if I put in all this work, make all these tinctures, make all these herb salves, and nobody buys? Am I fighting for something to keep living that I believe in? That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Five of Wands. So it's giving that you may have lost maybe an employee. Maybe you didn't have the support you thought you would have. Fives are never good. I'll tell you that. And five on the top, child, listen, whoever left your life, whoever is making it harder for you to create, be creative, if you can, put their name in a honey jar. I know not everybody can get away from bad people. I know not everybody can get away from mean people. Not everybody can get away from the narcissist. Write their name on a piece of paper and put it in a honey jar. I'm not advising that you spend too much money on this honey, but only you know how stank they are. So get the sweetest jar you can find. And for those of y'all unfamiliar with hoodoo magic, look into it. Because not everybody can afford bones and getting candles dressed. People's ancestors, a lot of Black American ancestors are aware that they have magic innately. And so whatever they touch is going to still give them what they need. That's why some people, some older people, they can read tarot cards with a playing card. They don't need these. They can use a random deck of cards because it don't matter. The tool don't matter as much as the intention. So keep that in mind, especially my broke witches. All my broke witches, just know that. Just know that, okay? If you can't afford a candle right now, burn a fucking blunt, okay? Burn a cigarette with intention, babe. Fuck, cause the way I'll write somebody's name on a fucking cigarette and burn that shit to the bottom. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what I don't have. I know what I do have. So keep that in mind. Some of y'all come from a long lineage of people that didn't really have a lot, but they still made it, didn't they? And they still shared, didn't they? So keep that in mind. What up, Kenneth? I hope you're doing well. Nello, if you want a reading, you're so welcome to get on in. I believe that you would be going after, I'm not sure who just yet, but Green Fairy, I need you to know this. You deserve to keep your business open. If there's any way folks here can support the business, let us know. You got something going on? You got maybe lavender. Your lavender came in and now you're doing tea. Let us know. Let us know, cause I know I could always use some herbs. I be, right now I'm getting kind of low on rose petals. If you got rose petals, connect. Let me know. I buy herbs all the time, so you actually came to the right place. And lowest of keys is probably some other folk that would maybe look for a homemade fragrance or something. I know I love a homemade fragrance or some of those oils. I live for a good fragrance oil. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so sweet, Kenneth. Oh, Kenneth, you're so kind. I'm so glad to see you. How are you? But no, Green Fairy Apothecary, please know that whatever business that you got running, I don't care if it's the apothecary, I don't care if you're doing dog walking, whatever the case may be, you need to remember you started this shit for a reason. Okay? And it's giving survival. It's giving you never want to be broke again, and I feel you. I feel you so hard. What other card popped out for my sib? Oh, Knight of Swords. Yes. Yes. Defend. Defend. Defend your mind, friend. Okay? Don't be around nobody that says the business is gonna be dead. Don't be around nobody that's not believing in the business, okay? Stay away from people that are not defending you. Stay away from people that don't say, oh, you gonna figure it out. Be around people like that. Don't be around nobody that's telling you, I don't know how you gonna do it. Bitch, help me. Don't be around that energy. Because it'll really suck you dry. And you be like, oh, that's my best friend. No, it's not. Not today. Best friends don't say they don't know how you gonna do something. That's not what best friends do they? Hell no. So just keep that in mind. Listen to what people are saying about your endeavors. Listen to the encouragement. Where's it at? Where they at? Where's the encouragers? Where the supporters? Listen, babe, it's Mercury in retrograde. Who being so nice to you? Who being so sweet to you? Who's showing up? Who got a word? Who got a moment? I'm just saying. Just be mindful. Aw, Kenneth. You're a sweetie. I'm really grateful though, cause y'all don't even know. Y'all are blessing the fuck out of me. I just wanna put this out there one more time. I am never expecting a tip, a coin, or nothing from this, cause again, I'm still learning tarot myself. I'm still learning. Y'all might be like, how the fuck you still learning, babe? Cause there's so much to learn. All these cards mean so many different things to so many different people. Some of these cards have multiple signs connected. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to remember which signs are connected to which card because there's more than one. Right? Don't that fuck you up a little bit? Like some cards are like two parts, one sign, one part another. Isn't that fascinating? I know. A lot of kings and queens are like that, and the major arcana are like that as well. Alexandria, thank you so much. I'm so sorry, but next time when we get the readings going, as soon as you come in the room, you get to go next, okay? Because you're being patient as hell, all right? So next time I catch you, I got you. Who is after Green Fairy Apothecary? Let me know. Let me know, cause I'm ready to go. Also, if anybody needs to take a wellness break, take a water break, eat a snack, use the bathroom, absolutely. Thank you. Come on back, give it to me, let me know. But yeah, whoever's next, take your time. If we forgot who's next, I will scroll back up. I will scroll back up and figure it out. Let me know though. If somebody knew they were after excuse me. If somebody knew that they were after Green Fairy Apothecary, let me know. All right, I think Alexandria was the next person. That's why they dipped out. So you know what, Beautiful Jay, I'm gonna take you since you're ready. Let me know what's up. And after Beautiful Jay, whoever was supposed to be after Alexandria, you're next. All right. And Beautiful Jay just shifted in the line. So whoever was after Beautiful Jay, you are now after whoever was before Beautiful Jay. And I'm very sorry about that. I'm very sorry we messed up the line. All right, Nello, we're going to put you in after Beautiful Jay. I'm sorry folks are skipping, but we got the questions, and so we're going to go. If folks want to start writing their questions in, that might be very helpful because then I could just keep on shuffling and go through the questions. It's up to y'all, though. If folks are ready to ask their questions or want to put it in, feel free. Feel free. All right, Beautiful Jay, will you find love this year? You're currently single. Okay, so it's a free one card reading. If folks want to pay for readings, you're more than welcome to. I read like one card and then I try to read the supporting card, or the two supporting cards. I did not post my Cash App or any of my pay links on this one, which was very silly of me. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to do that right now because baby, I don't want to block my own blessings. So give me a moment. But again, if folks want to tip, they're more than welcome. If folks don't want to tip, that's totally fine. That's your right. If folks want to get a longer reading, please hit me up and let me know. But I'm trying to put my cash links in here so again I don't lose no more blessings. But I do have super chat on for folks that don't want to do all that. But with that being said, we're about to roll into the reading. And in the poll, I've got my information. Ooh, Meryl Streep, I love you. Meryl Streep, honestly, I feel like we definitely are going out of order, and I'm genuinely sorry for that. I feel like we're gonna keep on going. If you want to add your question after Nene, I got you next. I got you after Nene, okay? My bad. My bad, genuinely. Things just got real wonky. In the future, I'm gonna just write everybody name down. Like that's what we're gonna do in the future. But now that we know that this is how it's gonna go, we're gonna figure it out. Beautiful Jay said, "Will you find love this year? You're currently single." All right, I'm gonna pull from the middle. I hope no one's spying on you. I truly hope no one's spying on you. But if you want a second read, please hit me up and I'll definitely do that for you. Okay, so will you find love this year? I did get the King of Swords, and he was upside down, unfortunately. Now, this card, big aqua energy, at least to me. At least to me. Oh, excuse me. No, no. Big King of Swords is big aqua energy. Some people think it's big Libra energy. That's fine. I see aqua here. I know Libra's cardinal. I know, but I still see Aquarian energy. So there's a part of me that feels like, is there love coming? Personally, I feel like there's always love in the cards when we're talking about the kings, when we're talking about the swords. We're always talking about how love is possible, how more is possible, the mental is possible. Because unfortunately, or not fortunately, the I'm trying to plug you in and talk. I don't think I can do those. Oh yeah, I certainly can't do that. All right, and we're learning. And yeah. All right. So as I was saying, the King of Swords, this is a king of air. This is a very chatty man. Loves to talk upside down. So maybe finding love this year is going to hinge on you putting yourself out there. Finding love this year is going to be hinging on whether you're willing to talk to people that you think are attractive. This king, very into beauty, very into aesthetics, but also very into truth and justice. And so maybe it might be time, excuse me, to get off of dating apps and start looking at the park. Maybe go to the park and see who's cute. Maybe go to the park and see, who wants to strike up a conversation and chat and see how they're giving, how they're being. Um, I just feel like this card, when we're talking about will you find love, is love there? There's always love. But I feel like this card, the King of Swords, can also be about mentally loving ourselves, psychologically finding love. Now, I will say, though, on the very bottom, I did have the Chariot card, and she was reversed. So there's a part of me that feels like maybe you're working through an anxious attachment, and that's also why you're worried about love. Maybe you're worried about getting into a relationship because every time you do, you run away. Maybe you're trying to focus on trying to stay. Maybe you're trying to work on trying to stay. Ace of Wands, there's a new capacity for passion, a new capacity for creativity, a new capacity for travel. All right, because the wands like to move, bitch. So maybe there's love, but they're not here. Maybe the love that you're looking for is on an island. Maybe they're in another state. Baby, you really never know. You might be able to find somebody outside of your social circle who happens to be someone that you're connected with as a friend of a friend or a friend. Next thing you know, you moving out the country. Next thing you know, you're leaving behind everything because you found so much love. So just keep that in mind, that there's love, but it's also centering around, in my opinion, movement and putting yourself out there. So maybe it's time to go to the park. If you have a dog or an animal that could go outside, maybe start walking them in a new place. If you have a favorite cafe, maybe go to a new one. If you have a favorite bakery, maybe go to a new one. It's time to switch it up. It's time to move around because it's feeling like you want to find love and then you're also worried about somebody stalking you. So there's a part of me that feels like, baby, it's been time to move. Move around. Been time to get away. Don't be in the same place all the time, baby. All right? Wherever you've been going a lot, switch it up. Because I don't like that you feel like you're being watched and you scared and shit. Because it's giving like you've been through some shit before. And that's also part of this. Like letting people in, that's a practice in self-love as well. Like allowing someone into your life is also about how much you love your life. Sometimes you don't want to let people in because you're ashamed of it. Sometimes you don't want to let people in because you don't want them to fuck it up. So keep in mind why you guarding, why you blocking, why people aren't coming in so easily. There's a reason for this season. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Again, if people are fucking with you and scaring you, put their name in a jar of water or a bowl of water and put it in the freezer. All right. If you want someone to stop doing something, if you know who may be stalking you, just put them in a freezer, babe. And you want to get a big bowl, as big as you can get. It could be a Tupperware. Again, use what you got. Broke witches are witches too. Okay. Which is with sour cream containers as Tupperware as witches too. Bitches that save their Tupperware for when they go to DoorDash at the Chinese spot. Baby, I see you. Them black ones with the clear lid. It holds all the leftovers, don't it? Use whatever you need to and put it in the freezer. If people are being mean to you and you don't want them to die, put them in a honey jar. If people are being mean to you and low key they want you to die based on the energy, the shoe. The shoe. Again, you could get creative. You could put somebody in a balloon and set it free. Keep them away from you. Try it out. See what happens. Who knows, babe? Our ancestors ain't have no fucking balloon. Ooh, a trash or bury it. Yup. Meryl Streep, give them the tea. Give them the tea. Get creative, friends. You could do a lot. You could do a lot, but pay attention after you do stuff like that, though. Because you may want to bury somebody and notice how the plants react. Just notice, bitch, because I feel like you might bury somebody's name and notice like some real weird shit's happening. So just pay attention. Oh, please pay attention. All right, I'm going back. I'm going back to the chat. Thank you so much, beautiful Jay. All right, I believe Nella wrote theirs. You know what? We're gonna, as I said, we're gonna just go in order of how people wrote their questions. I feel like in the future, we're just gonna do that. Like as soon as I say you're next, or as soon as we pick the person to go next, or maybe people just ask their questions. I'll be like, all right, post your questions, and we'll just go in the order. So there's no you're next, you're next. It's just like whoever's question got up there first. So that's what we'll do. All right, Nello, you said unsure what to ask. When your turn comes, you like to know what's next for you as well. Are you moving as you should? Will you get to a place where you're living authentically? Okay. Are you moving as you should? Are you moving as you should? Ooh, universe, you know what? Because I definitely threw those down. I definitely threw those down. I was being very careless, so I'm not going to read those like they're part of the reading. Don't worry, I definitely threw them shits. I definitely threw them shits. I did not mean to. Okay, so Nello said, are you moving as you should? Is the movement movementing? Like, are we moving as they should? Let them know. And they said, bottom. Mmm. Mmm. All right. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, so this is what I got on the bottom. I got the Seven of Pentacles. Now, when we see the Pentacles on other cards, we typically see somebody looking at a big ass bush. Like, bitch, you better grow, ho. So there can be a little bit of an emphasis on growth to madness, low key. You could be staring at a blade of grass, figuratively, and be like, why aren't you growing, bitch? Why aren't you growing? And the frustration is so fucking real. Like, even though, you are doing the things you're supposed to do. Because in the picture, you see the farmer outside, he hoeing. In the picture, you typically see a farmer outside doing what he gotta do. But you could be doing what you're supposed to do and still need to wait. So that's what the card is giving. The card is giving, don't doubt that you're doing the right thing. More so, don't focus on yourself so hard that you driving yourself crazy. Because asking, will you get to a place where you're living authentically, sweetie, you can do that anytime. And low key, asking your angels and ancestors, am I doing the right things? Like, you're asking about your behavior. You're asking if your behavior is adding up to who and in what context. These things could drive us crazy, friend. I'm gonna put that out there. And I don't mean to be ableist when I say crazy. I mean they could just drive us macadamias, okay? We can get real macadamia about this shit. We could get real camping intense about this shit. And so I want you to consider that when we see the Seven of Pentacles, it's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about letting yourself enjoy the process. And that's what's missing. You're not enjoying the process. You're kind of, from what I'm getting, probably cramming in a bunch of information, maybe reading a bunch of books, listening to all the podcasts, and you're like, when am I going to start being better? When am I going to start getting there? You're there. Enjoy it. You're aware. Awareness is a thing in itself. You're present. That's a thing in itself. I feel like you haven't celebrated enough. I feel like that's the Seven of Pentacles for me. That's what I always get. It feels like you waiting on a gift. Bitch, give it to yourself now. It seems like you waiting on celebration. It's like I can't celebrate yet. I'm waiting. You making waiting your whole thing. You making not being ready yet your whole thing. When are you gonna know you're ready? That's another question, right? Again, asking so many questions, trying to figure out. It's like, again, like, it's like you talking to the crop. You asking your trees. You're asking your trees, where are the fruits? Divine timing, sweetie. Divine timing. But I did get the sun card in the middle. And it was turned upside down. So I'm not wrong, baby. Your ego is not motherfucking in check. And here's the thing, people can be egotistical and be so focused on themselves in a way to where you're really turned off. You're like, damn, this person only think about themselves. They always talking about their hair, their car, their trips, their job, and it's draining as fuck. Low key, bitch. This is big Leo energy, so this is big August energy. But with that being said, the draining of this card on the lower polarity is when am I gonna when am I gonna become my most truest self? When will I know that this is the right place for me? When will I get to alignment? Those are not the questions. The question I think may help in any room is, how much joy do I feel? How much how much how much enthusiastic yes is here right now? Like somebody said recently, I don't want to do anything unless I have a crush on it. Unless I have like a big crush. Unless I'm like feeling really excited. So just think about stuff like that. Like chop the question down into smaller pieces is what I'm trying to say. But I did get this on the top. I did get the King of Cups upside down. And the King of Cups is like very old and young at the same time. It's very fascinating how this card shows up because it's big Cancer energy, big. Uh, I just want to be loved by my family and my friends, and I just want to be cared for, and I want everyone around me to be honest with me about their emotions. And that can be really great to be around someone like that. It can be really exciting to know that like someone's gonna like hold your emotions, someone's gonna be able to handle it. But I just feel like that's who you're becoming. And I think that that can be a hard thing at times because you're so ready to help. You're so ready to show up as like a rose, as a loving, caring, tender, supportive person, but that eagerness that can be poured right back into you. And I empathize with you greatly because I feel that a lot. Like when I go read tarot on the street, I just get this overcoming feeling like, ugh, I feel like I might give somebody, just that boost to like leave a shitty man. You know what I mean? Like I might give someone the reminder that like they're actually like so cute and like they should tell themselves more, because honestly like we're all thinking it. So like if they start saying it, they'll hear it more, at least from themselves. And so there's all these ways that like I think that like, wanting to help people, wanting to be kind to people, wanting to show up for people, it's so exciting. But it can low-key kind of drive us crazy to be getting ready to be that person. You're kind of already there, friend, if you're asking questions like how will I ever get to authenticity? The fact that that's a goal, bitch. Like, I'm just saying, like, I see you, but I want you to look in the mirror more because, again, you've been doing all this work internally, and everybody can't see the sparkles inside your spirit and your soul. But the people that can, that's the rooms you need to be in. Because I don't think that you're in a good room all the time. Like, I'm getting worried for you slightly because I'm just like, baby, you so vulnerable. You so fucking open. You're so fucking open. Protect yourself. Soft but not available for fucking mistreatment. That is really important to say. It just feels so Virgoan to me because I feel like Virgos are such softies. Yes, they're made of rock, but they are soft as fuck. And they can be so fucking smart and so helpful and kind and loving that I think they forget how soft they are. And when a Virgo gets in tune with their softness, ooh, when a Virgo cries and lets that shit out, ooh, because Virgo's so focused on perfection. Just remember, babies, Mercury and Virgo, we're focused on fighting in we're focused on fighting and being in the mess a little bit, okay? Because we can't have a perfect fight. There's no such thing, right? Have you ever said that? We had a perfect fight. Just embrace the messiness of communication, embrace the messiness of technology, embrace the messiness of missing things, dates, deadlines, the messiness of, oh shit, it rained and so now we're stuck here. Trust me, there's no coincidences, baby. It's all happening for a reason and a season. All right, Nello, thank you so much for giving me access to your cards. Nene, I love this song. Nene, I love this song. Nene said, should I unblock him? Ooh. And see, that's the thing. We're in Mercury, retrograde, Virgo. Conversations getting messier and messier, provoking us to fight. Finish him. Sorry. All right, should we unblock? This bitch said if you don't keep that door closed, whoo, damn. They said, what lock? The house done burned down. What door? What room? What, like, baby, and this is on the top. Ah, Nene, my love. Nene, my love. I swear. And what's on the bottom? Oh, baby, this reading was not playing. God damn. This reading said, you know what? Leave him alone. He needed this. Listen, you blocking him, the consequence he needed. The consequence he needed, but listen, the consequence he needed. Being locked out forever, bitch. You know what I just heard? Feel like I just walked right out of heaven. Feel like I done damn near thrown my life away. That's what he deserves! Bitch, do you see yourself? Bitch, every time. Gorgeous, flawless, stunning. The fact that he ever got blocked. The fact that he brought it to that level to where he would get blocked. You are a sweet person. I've never seen you be mean. So, in the middle, I know it's hard to start over again because your heart was open and you was loving him. You was liking him, wasn't you? You was really liking him, bitch. You was really liking him. He was doing so good for so long. But, bitch, let's be honest. For the Tower card to come out, I just feel like he was a cycle. He was a cycle. Listen, the Tower card, bitch, I know you see this. I know you see the lightning. I know you see the lightning. I know you see that third eye open, bitch. I know you see that motherfucking crumbling tower. Okay? What was built between y'all has crumbled. It's your dad. It's not just your fault. But yeah, he corpse. Yeah, you the fool. But listen, the beautiful thing about the fool is zero. Zero, right? There's no weight on that. There's no weight on that. All right? It's existing. Might seem alone. Might seem alone. But what that zero turn into if you put another zero next to it? Infinity. There's so many opportunities. There's so much. And low key, when you untie from a man, I truly believe you change your future. Because think about it. Think about women you've seen be tied to men 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You saw what their life was, right? Think about how many women you saw with the same life. Think about it. Think about it. When you untie from a man, you change your future. You do. You change the next generation, maybe. Think about it. Think about it like that. When you get out of a connection with a man that was unfulfilling, when a man gets so disrespectful, you gotta block him. When a man does something so weird, you gotta get away from him. He's allowing you to have another motherfucking future. Thank him. If you unblock him, thank him. Truly. I'm telling you, write love letters right now. Even if they're breakup love letters. Even if they're love letters that center you as the main person being loved. And that's why they can no longer accept you in their life. You don't have to keep him blocked. Let him know that you are on a new path. And you thank him because the path you were on was some bullshit. The sun. Big Leo energy. Big Leo energy. Big Leo energy. And this is on the bottom. Things that you might not want to think about. But he wasn't that good for the ego. Like, he might have really gave you a lot. Like, he might have really gave you a lot, for real. Like, something. But I don't think that he was that good for the ego. I don't. Because I think there was a lot of things that maybe you hid. There were a lot of things that you wasn't willing to tell everybody in the group chat. Maybe a lot of things you were overcompensating for because the relationship wasn't what it was supposed to be. You don't have to do that no more. You've escaped. You are free. The Fool card is the best card to get in the middle because it means that you scared about being new here. You scared about starting over. You worried about being new. Maybe you're worried about how people will look at you now that you're no longer with him. But that's okay because now you get to look different. How exciting. Before they saw you as maybe his girlfriend. Now who are you? You get to choose that by how you move. So make moves. Show people who you really are. Reintroduce yourself. Reintroduce yourself now that you're free. Just think about it like that. I'm going to take a moment to read the comments because I haven't been reading them. But after Nene, I'm going to Meryl Streep. What up, Taylor? Heard you. Yeah, the Tower card don't play. Yeah. Not girl, do not unblock him. I'm crying. People are exes for a reason. That's true. Not leave, get out, JoJo. Ah! The lock. I'm crying at the lock. Hey, Campbell. We might be lonely, but we're not alone. Okay. All right. Drop the music. I'm loving you, Meryl Streep. The light is coming. Absolutely. The light is coming. Ooh, not touch deprivation. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I'm definitely gonna leave you with a healing card. I'm gonna definitely leave you with the healing card. I'm gonna definitely leave you with the healing card because it's definitely hard to think about unblocking somebody. It's definitely hard to think about it. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Yes. Defend your heart. Defend your motherfucking heart more, okay? Like, you know what your heart really needs. Think about what Nene's heart needs. Just think about what Nene's heart really fucking needs. Like, think about what you really need to feel connected to somebody. Think about what you really need to feel loved. Think about what you need to feel loved, friend. Because that's what this card is saying. This card is saying there's a lack of defense around the heart. The heart is low-key bust wide open. Take a moment. Take a moment to get your shooters back. Because you ain't got no shooters right now. Heart bust wide the fuck open, for real. All right. On the top, though, I got the World card. So, she upside down, too, sweetie. They fucking up the travel money. Nah. It's time to get out of town, maybe. Low-key, just remind yourself that, like, we not local. You feel me? We not just local. They can't just get Nene here. They can't just get Nene here. Nene be out. Nene be out the country. Nene be gone. Nene don't just be anywhere. Switch up the moves. Switch up the moves. Because it's giving motherfuckers know where you be at and shit. I don't like that for you. I don't like that. I don't like that you're feeling stuck in some ways. I feel like a girl's trip's coming up. I pray, or even a trip with the elders, the elder femmes in your family. Maybe y'all gonna go visit some other femmes in the family. But there needs to be some movement, okay? Because I feel like low-key the stagnancy is part of why you even fuck with them in the first fucking place. Like you said, it's touch deprivation, not getting consistent cuddles and booty rubs. That'll ruin your life. Not getting the booty rubs consistently. No, it's tragic. It's really tragic. My heart goes out to anybody not getting a booty rub consistently. It's not okay. It's not okay. Um, Planning a trip. Oh, friend. Not you wanted your dick to go. Good God. Good God. Good God. Not you was planning a trip. I hate to hear that. Yeah. Well, listen, let me pull that last one though, cause bitch, it's on the bottom. Ooh, I got the hermit on the bottom. Yeah, it may be time. Like, listen. I think that trip is canceled to go see him, and it might be time to regroup. Listen, get you some comfy clothes. You see how comfortable she is? Yeah. Go ahead and go get that comfy hoodie. Go get that depression hoodie. Go get that depression hoodie. Go get that big bowl where you put snacks in it, so you can have a little charcuterie bowl. Get the charcuterie bowl. Um, a new series on Netflix, perhaps. Definitely get into that. It's definitely time to do that, friend. It's definitely not time to be traveling nowhere but the couch. It's time to ride the couch. Genuinely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. The cards are absolutely saying that it's actually Nini's world. And Nini needs to take care of Nini. And Nini needs to come first. Absolutely. Listen, I'm on some bird shit from time to time. So again, the tower card is very clear. But I feel like Loki, if you want to read the cards slightly differently, because I'm messy. I'm one of the messy readers. I feel like the tower card around unblocking him gives, bitch, you already know what you're gonna go back to. That's another way to read it. Like he's familiar. It's a familiar pain. It's something broken in a way that you know. It's something that's hurting you in a way that you know. And perhaps that knowing is why you're going back, is why you want to go back. The card in the middle, the Fool card, could be, again, the fear of starting over. The fear of starting over. Like the fear of somebody else playing in your face. And now you got 13 stories of motherfuckers playing in your face. Trust me, as a bitch that has years worth of videos of all the times I've been played. Trust me, I believe that it is an embarrassing thing to be starting over with anybody. To the point where I'm not even starting over with somebody that I kind of want to start over with, but I know that my ass is unstable. Okay? Just know that I know my ass is unstable. So, with that being said, I know that you're not wanting to start over and get traumatized, bitch. Trust me, I get it. I see it in the chords. But you do deserve to heal. You do deserve to protect your heart more. And rest is on the way, okay? That Virgo energy, that Virgoan hermit spirit. Listen, cause the one thing about the hermit is the hermit don't just be in the house eating snacks, chilling, vibing. You know what the hermit also does? They learn. They take time to go and educate themselves. They take time to go heal themselves. They take time to put themselves in isolation just so that they can kind of take the world's stink off of them, to take the world's energy away from them and get back to who they really are and what they really think. Sometimes being in a relationship like that, tower card moments, it can feel like your whole world is changing because you're like, damn, I was accepting this because of this. I swear to God, you watch a couple TikToks now and you be looking at everybody kind of crazy. So give yourself time to digest all that new info because it can be hard to realize that somebody was abusing you or not treating you the best. And also realizing that you didn't really care that much because you were getting X, Y, or Z from it. Trust me, I know what that's like. You're not alone. You're not a boo-boo. You're not a fool. You're just someone that, as you said, touch deprivation. You wanted to enjoy yourself. You wanted to have a good time with this person. They just weren't solid, honestly. I look, you want to be messy and pull a card on them. I look, you want to pull a card and say, cards, please, connect me to this man. Bitch, it's that easy, I promise you. Just tell your cards what you need. Like, honestly. Like, ask your cards what's up. Like, talk to them every now and then. Give them a gift. Give them a treat. Honestly. Like, sometimes I'll put my cards on the windowsill when the sun is shining in just so that they can get some nourishment. Like, just think about your cards as not just a phone, but as living. Because, like, I feel like that's another aspect of it, too. It's like, yeah, I'd be like, but they hearing shit. They be, my card, the way my cards be roasting me, bitch, that shit be having me dead. But yeah, I want to know more about this man, bitch, because I'm messy. I want to know how much he hurting. Give me this man. Bring him to me. Mm. That bitch in shambles, bitch. Ah! Fucked up his whole ego, bitch. Yes. See, this is why I do what I do. Because listen, you can get your lick back in the cards. You can get your lick back. And it's Leo season 2, bitch. Yeah. Cloudy sadness. And you know what? The opposite sign of Leo is Aquarius. And so I genuinely feel like when this card is tilted, I want you to think about Aquarius people and how they really lay in the cut and be scared as fuck of everything and paranoid. No tea, no shade. I'm not trying to play with y'all. But I'm just saying, that's where he's at. Like, he's low-key paranoid as fuck. Like, he's low-key scared as fuck. That Leo card, that Sun card, that's pure ego, pure bitch. You got him feeling ugly. You got him feeling ugly. Ooh, ooh, Knight of Pentacles on the top. He's spending all his money trying to feel good as hell. Look at his story. Not on your account. Not on your account. Don't give him that. Please starve him. Please starve him. Starve him. Three of Pentacles. Oh yeah. 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 He trying to save face, bitch. He trying to spend money to make it look like he doing better things. Meanwhile, whole time, he's stressing everybody around him out, bitch, because he got to beg and borrow, bitch. Oh, my God. Yeah, you left him at a good time. You left him at a good time. He's about to cash in on your ass. I'm telling you right now, friend. Yeah, no. Nope. I'm glad. Yeah, you ate his ass up. I'm glad, friend. I'm proud of you. Yeah, leave him alone. Yeah, he's punished. He very punished. Yeah, he not feeling cute. He's feeling ugly. He's feeling broke. He's probably trying to post everything to make it seem like, oh, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Like, I have money. I bought new clothes. Like, I bought this. I bought this. Oh, I'm paying for this. Oh, I went here. He posting old pictures and shit. Probably, bitch, he looking crazy right now. Probably trying to tempt you, bitch. Probably trying to make you feel bad as fuck. Just stay away. Stay away. I'm glad. I'm glad that we kept on going. Cause listen, the only reason why I was like maybe unblock him was cause I'm messy, not cause I really think we should unblock him. Them cards was very honest, very obvious. So want to just put that out there. That was just being messy. That's why I wanted to just pull the card on what I really wanted. I wanted to see what would hurt him. If he was hurt, he already hurt. Because he had energy vampire, bitch, and you took that energy back. Look. The block was the best move you did. Kudos. Flowers to you, baby, because you knew how to get his ass back. You knew how to get him back. You were like, you know what? I'm just going to cut your ass off, freeze his ass. Yeah, if he do try to contact... Now, hear me out. You put him in the water bowl in the freezer. That means one day you might want to put him out. So if you really are done with him forever, for life, bury him or put him in a shoe. Again, only if he bothers you. Only if he tries to push through the block. You decide, you deal with him how you want to. But yeah, no, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. See the card, you thought the cards was gonna drag you, baby. The cards are dragging him. They're like, he's an energy vampire. He's an energy vampire. Leave him alone. You left him for a reason. You know, trust yourself more. Trust yourself more. You know exactly what you deserve and need. You know it. You've always known it. You've been knowing it. We're so proud of you. We're so glad that you know it. All right. All right. Taylor, I believe you're going after Meryl. Meryl wanted to ask what you're going to be encountering in the next 6 months. Okay, hear me out. I'm doing a free one card reading. If folks want more, if folks want a deeper reading, please reach out to me. I also do have my Cash Apps posted. So if folks wanted to pay me for a deeper, longer reading, we can do that towards the end. If you wanted to pick one thing, you know what? I feel like the next 6 month spread, that could be a paid spread, but the quick reading on love, I can absolutely do the quick reading on love for sure. But just let me know because I don't want to pull or pick anything that you don't want. Like if you'd rather me pull a card that's gonna represent the next 6 months, let me know. I want to do whatever makes you feel good. Okay, heard you, heard you. Okay, you said he is locked up in that tower suffering. Absolutely, absolutely. You left the tower behind. You locked the key. You let him rot. Absolutely. Yes, I would love to read your chart. Let me know. We could do a sliding scale donation because I feel like what it's gonna look like is me sending you a bunch of voice notes and sending you a bunch of links and screenshots of things that I think are relevant to look at. So just PS on that. I feel like I don't do a typical chart reading. I'm not gonna go through all the trees and stuff like that. I'm gonna look at your stelliums. I'm gonna look at your chart ruler, your rising. I'm gonna look at how to heal your moon sign. And a lot of information that I'm getting is coming from Channing Nicholas. They have an app that's free. That's pretty nice. The paid version is not the worst. The Queen Amun Ra Tarot channel on here, I love her. She's amazing. Definitely check on her. 303 Tarot High Priestess. She's really great. She's a black woman in Ohio who is really lovely, and I love the way that she reads her cards. Um, yeah, that's really it. Um, I don't have Venmo, unfortunately. I do have PayPal, Cash App. Um, I think there's another one, but I'm blanking on it. PayPal, Cash App. Yeah, I have Chime. I don't know if people care about Chime. But okay, bottom card for the next 6 months. Hear you. Hear you. Ooh, all right. Hey there. Four of Cups. Now, I'm gonna be real. When we get our Four of Cups card, the fours are when we finally have our manifestation of life from the threes. And when we get to the fours, we're dealing with like home, we're dealing with house, we're dealing with stability. When we have four, we have like a box. When we think about 4 points. So, with that being said, the Four of Cups, this card, in my honest opinion, has a lot to do with our home, has a lot to do with how we are allowing ourselves to recover from connection, how we're allowing ourselves to be loved, how we're allowing ourselves to see, what's really there for us. I think one thing that I love about this card is that what you see in this card is three cups spilled and one cup being handed from divine. And so there's just, for me at least, this reminder that, like, yeah, in real life, like around people, maybe you don't always have connection. Like, we don't always have people in our real life that are like rooting for us or that we can sit next to on a table and like enjoy a meal with. Like, we don't always have that. And so I do think that this card is a reminder that there's so many sources outside of the physical to connect with, that like you're not just a physical person, you're also able to communicate yourself through the digital space. And so this card is perhaps a reminder that the next 6 months is going to be you focusing on branding, perhaps building that proverbial table, building something that can like actually support, people to, be present with you, be connecting with you, dining with you. But this card, at least for me, just speaks to how we really want to connect with others, but sometimes we just don't know how yet, or we don't necessarily have the emotional capacity to just yet. And so I think that's also part of the fear, is that maybe you're overwhelmed easily by people. And so, like, being online is a way to kind of remove that intensity of anxiety. And so I do see that there was a lack of connection with people. And so getting the Three of Wands in the middle and wanting to put it upright. When we get these Three of Wands, we're dealing with these threes, the negative numbers, or the negative numbers, but also the threes are about manifestation. They are about one and two becoming three, two planes meeting. I also want to say that when we get to our Three of Wands, we're also talking about manifesting, but manifesting in a way to where we already have. We already have, and we want more. And so our Three of Wands is you, and again, it was upside down. It's you maybe wrestling with the reality that you want fucking more. Maybe it's you wrestling with the reality that what you have is not enough. And maybe you feel slightly capitalistic about it. Like maybe you're realizing you're a little bit fancier than maybe you thought. Maybe you desire things that are a little bit more expensive. Maybe you actually desire to have those things that, make you feel uncomfortable. There's a fear of looking too far into the future, but I see that you're conquering it by asking for the next 6 months. So this is a reminder you're in alignment. You're worried about your future. You're worried about what's next. You're worried about, how you're going to get where you're going to get. You're worried about what's coming up. That's again, this is a reminder. Like sometimes these readings are, again, just a reminder that, yeah, you're on your right fucking path. Absolutely. You're where you need to be. You're looking for more. It's coming. Absolutely. Now, right on the top, I got the Ace of Pentacles, meaning that there's a new seed, a new money seed. I think you said you were starting a business. I think you said that. And so now, again, Meryl Streep, I fuck with you heavy, but you probably an anti-capitalist trying to start a business. Me too, bitch. It's scary. It's scary. I'm not motivated by money. I know I need it to live, but I'm not motivated by it. So it's scary to think about handling money, using money. It's a scary thing. Please know you are not alone. There are other people who are anti-capitalist business owners trying to fucking balance out our profits with our donations, our mutual aid rather, and just making sure that we're pouring in just as much as we're taking out. Because when you start a business, you're taking out. Just keep that in mind. When you start a business, you're taking from community. When you start a business, you owe it to community to be on point. And when you are starting a business, you unfortunately do put yourself in a position where you actually have to be on point in a way that can be hard. It can be kind of impossible feeling. And so being someone that wants to work in the collective, being someone that wants to work with a network, being someone that wants to work within the collective, that is ambitious, it's exciting, but it's also capitalist. We have to call it what it is. And so how can we decolonize our business practices? I think that that's genuinely what the next 6 months is looking for you. How can we have authentic connection within business? How can we be honest about our needs while also being, helped, while also getting what our needs are. And so I see you in that space where you're thinking about how we get to the more that we crave. Oh, you're not trying to start a business? That was Nello, my bad. Maybe so, maybe so. Again, my bad for mixing you up with someone else who said they were trying to start a business. But as I was saying, like the cards are definitely giving like your support system, the people around you, like I feel that cutoff. Like that Four of Cups really feels like you're really relying on spirit or your mental self or even people that you can connect with in digital space. Like it seems like that is where like you're getting your most connection from. However, it's seeming like you actually have to go out there and get those new connections that you need. And so maybe it's not just entrepreneurship, but it's also like if you're craving more, you can't do that alone. And after cutting off all those people, you might be weary to start new connections because maybe you have to cut those people off too. But I want you to think about how long it took for you to cut those people off and how much wisdom you carry now. I don't think it will ever get that bad again. I have faith in you. I don't think it'll ever get that bad again. I don't think you'll allow people close to you unless they're showing what they can offer and how they're willing to hold boundaries. Like I think that moving forward, I don't think that it'll ever get that bad because you'll leave. I think you'll leave if it ever gets that bad. You know how to cut people off now, but you're gonna leave next time. You won't have to cut anyone off. You just won't entertain it. So just, trust yourself. Trust yourself. The community you're supposed to be a part of, they're not gonna need to be cut off. Exactly. Exactly. Mm. Listen, when we talked the last time, it was a different set of cards, wasn't it? Those Four of Cups are a reminder that Spirit is looking out for you. That even though you may feel like you don't have a lot of people near you, there's still people around you. Some people might have thought that you walked alone, and you don't. And that's something I heard from Queen Amun Ra. She's like, some people out here, some of us, people thought we were alone. And we had spirit with us the whole time. So maybe for you, you may be finding that spirit was always with you, especially when you cut those people off. Had to be. Aw, Gianna, you're so kind. You're so sweet. Thank you. I'm feeling great. You're so kind. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, as Taylor said, you're very brave to cut people off. It's hard to cut people off. We get stuck in trauma bonds a lot, don't we? Don't we? And I know somebody's like, not me. I'm glad. I'm glad. Rejoice. Celebrate in it not being you, baby. Not you. Yes. All right, Meryl, thank you for letting me read. You know what, Meryl? I'm gonna throw you a healing card because you really do be going all out. You really do be going all out for me. And I love you. And I just want to show some love to you. I'm in my era of love letters. This Mercury retrograde really got hands. And I just want to give a high five, okay? I want to give a hug, all right? I want to verbally give you a hug, friend. All right, let's see. Yes. Yes, baby. Yes, the next 6 months is also about creating that motherfucking that yin yang, that symbiosis, okay? When we get the Two of Pentacles, typically when you see it in the deck, it'll be like a dude carrying two plates and they're spinning. And so it's giving like, bitch, you got it all handled. You got it all figured out. But it is a card that does speak to, you know, being able to not just have your cake, but eat it too. And so the next 6 months, you're going to be eating more. And I don't mean that just like physically. There's going to be a lot of abundance around you. You're going to be able to handle a lot of fires, a lot of irons, and it's going to be exciting. Now on the bottom, ooh, who's this? Six of Cups again. Inner child work. Inner child work, okay? Things you might not want to think about. That inner child, okay? Now you may be in your adult bag. You may be adulting hard as fuck in this time. That's what I see for you. Six of Cups, the next 6 months are gonna look very productive, very productive. But I want you to make sure that the inner child is getting their needs met, okay, friend? And on the top, ooh, who's that? Is that the king? Ooh, the richest man. The richest man on the deck. Okay, the next 6 months, there's going to be maybe a focus on being the richest man, on being the most wealthy man, on being the person that has it all. Don't let this consume you, okay? Don't let this consume you. Don't let it consume you that you have the best, the most, the biggest. Be grateful. Stay grateful. Stay grateful. Even if it's smaller than you thought, stay grateful. You're going to see a lot of shit transform. Be grateful, friend. For real. Right now, Spirit is watching you. Spirit is watching you want more. Want more with integrity. Want more and still be loving. Want more and still speak kindness over people. Want more and still be the person that you always was. Don't switch up wanting more. Don't let wanting more become who you are, okay? Because I know what that's like to start saying, damn, I want to get this. That's okay. But don't be making that your whole persona now. Don't forget where you came from. That's what the cards is giving. The cards is giving. Remember what it was like to eat that ramen noodle hot dog water, okay? Remember what it was like to go in that fridge and just look for a little bit. Remember that, okay? Not to harm you or to keep you in a low position, but just don't get your ass up there and get your blessings. And motherfuckers need help, and then you act like how they acted. Because I see big Capricorn energy, big karma energy, big, I stayed down, and here's my blessing. I deserve it all. You do? Stay generous. Stay loving. Stay open. Stay flowing. Don't get stagnant. Don't be in your tomb with your riches. Don't be on that type of time, friend. And that card goes for everybody, okay? King of Pentacles, he got the most money. He a rich ass man. But think about how rich men be. Let's not play. We gotta decolonize the tarot deck too. That big cat sneering at people. Don't be that. Don't be that. Be wealthy and generous. All right. Mm-mm-mm. Not ramen and hot dogs. Listen, ramen and hot dogs not bad, but every night, all the time, it don't be tasting good. And so that's all I'm trying to say. Is like if you see somebody down bad, if you can't give them nothing, if you really can't give them, if you really have nothing to spare, just don't. I just feel like sometimes people get money and they're like, you could do it too. Don't lie. This blessing been coming to you for a long time. Some stuff people can't just be on some what is it, prosperity gospel. When people are like, all you gotta do is tell God and he gonna get it for you. Like all you gotta do is say it's mine and you got it. I'm not saying there's not power in the tongue. If you say something is yours and you're working towards it, it makes sense for you to think that it's gonna be yours. However, if you say something is yours and you do nothing towards it, it's kind of like, well, why are you just talking? You know? Like your thoughts became your words, but what else? Again, I think that sometimes the tongue can be so powerful we forget that there's more shit to do. But that's why spell work exists. That's why rituals exist. You can create them yourself whenever you want, just to give yourself a little bit more. With that being said, though, I just want to say I love all of y'all, and I thank all of y'all for being here and for taking the time to even just sit with a bitch and have a good time. This has been really fucking cute. I feel like I have two more. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And yeah, no bootstrap mentality. Like don't turn around and make it seem like everybody could get where you're going. They can't. They just can't. And it's nothing shady. But seeing the King of Pentacles and your healing reading, the spirit is trying to remind you it's coming for you. It's been coming because you've been working for it. And because you've been working for it, you're going to get it. So tell people about all the work you did. Talk about your work. Talk about what you did. Talk about your sacrifices. Talk about how much you planned this. Talk about your plans. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Ryan, I appreciate you. Thank y'all so much. Again, this Venus, this Virgo, Mercury retrograde, y'all. Wherever you're feeling like you can say, I'm loving this, be there. Wherever you're like, I hate this shit, get away. Or at least put on the headphones and put on some good music, go outside, take a deep breath. I know we all can't leave our situation. Yes, me, you're the one starting a business. Okay, Taylor, my bad, my bad, my bad. Listen, Meryl Streep, I love you so much. Thank you for letting me read your cards. A card just flew out the deck. What does it have to say? Four of Cups again. Isn't that so funny? Listen, somebody out there is scared to prepare a table. Someone out there is scared to prepare a table. Someone is scared to invite people over. Someone is scared that they have no friends, that they have no connections, that they have nothing, that they're going to be lonely forever, that they can't even afford to get a pet. So what the fuck are they going to do? Just know this, friend. Just know this. There are soup kitchens out there. There are places where people have already decided that there's not enough and people can go there. And I know some of y'all may feel ashamed to go to a soup kitchen, but hear me out. If you are food insecure, if you are living paycheck to paycheck and you don't know how you're gonna get it, sweetie, you deserve a plate too. Go down there and get yourself a plate and go talk to some people, because real talk, you never know what kind of resources are being offered down to the soup kitchen. And I know some of y'all don't want to even think about going to a soup kitchen because you're like, well, I still have a house and I have ramen noodles, sweetie. And I mean this with love, so I'm gonna try to say it nice. From the moment you're born, we're being cooked. And I don't mean that figuratively, unfortunately. When you're born, you are literally a brand new baby chicken nugget. And I mean that so seriously. And the world is constantly frying us up. That's why eating fresh food that is alive, eating stuff that's not rotten, eating stuff that's not dead is important, because we are literally, every day that we're alive, and I'm sorry to tell you this to stress you out, but every day that we're alive, we're literally being cooked. And I don't mean just by like the gases in the motherfucking atmosphere. I just mean by life. Think about what temperature we are. We almost 100 degrees on the inside. What you think is happening in there? We cooking. So, with that being said, get your fruit, get your veggies. Why you think the fuck I keep a goddamn lemon in this bitch? You for aesthetics? No. You need live shit. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You need things that are alive. You need things that are alive to keep living. That's why you need to drink water, cool yourself down, because you cooking. I'm telling you, friend. So just keep that in mind that there is a reason. There's a reason to do everything. And I want you just to investigate a little further. But the cards that I was getting, they're telling me to nourish, okay? They're telling me to nourish. Nourish. Ooh. No, Meryl seemed fun as hell. And Meryl does seem fun as fuck. But yeah, I know that last little fact probably fucked somebody up. I'm sorry in advance. But yeah, we are cooking. We are actively cooking. Um, we need water. We need fruit. We need veggies. We do. We need all of that. Last little tip that I'm gonna leave you with, because it did change how the fuck I hydrate myself. When you are dehydrated and you pinch your knuckle and it takes a long time to go down, like I don't know if you saw that, but I'm dehydrated as fuck. My knuckle is still pinched. When you're hydrated, it will fall. When you're hydrated, it won't even let you really pinch it. You'll try and it can't do it because you're so hydrated. So just keep that in mind. Also, liquid IV for the girls that really have ADHD and don't have nobody getting them water bottles. I see you. Liquid IV. Trust me. Me can't afford that, so I'm making sure to get what I can out of these veggies and these fruits. But for anybody out there that is not managing their water appropriately, you can always pinch your knuckle and figure out how dehydrated you are. The more it sticks, the more water you need. The less it sticks, or if it doesn't stick at all, you're good. Keep that in mind. Anyways, moving forward, I have Taylor. They said they're starting a business. Taylor, where are we pulling from? Top, middle, or bottom? This is so cute. Honestly, Ryan, that was such a super sweet note to leave. Just thank y'all for being kind. Thank y'all for being sweet to me. Life is honestly lifing. And I'm just trying to just remember and remind myself that I have other gifts outside of things. You know what I mean? Outside of other things. Outside of other pursuits. Like, it's very necessary, like, when you're failing in certain areas to try to succeed in others, to remind yourself that you still have, gifts, purpose, that you still deserve to be out here. Um, yes. So Taylor, are we reading from the top, middle, or bottom? I am going to scroll up and see if you asked me. Thank you for liking my cards. My cards are the lovely Omen deck. I don't think that they're still selling them, but if they are, I got them off of a Instagram user, and I just saw the cards randomly. I thought they were so gorgeous, and I'm glad I got them. And they've really lasted through several periods of homelessness. And so there's a part of me that feels like I haven't had a box in a while either. I haven't had the box for them in so long. I can't even remember when the last time I had a box for them was. I don't keep them wrapped up. I just try to keep them with me somewhere. And so I am realizing that that's crazy, and like I'm trying to like get something together for them, but I don't want to insult them because I almost gave them my old bonnet, but I felt like they deserve better. No shade to my bonnet, but I feel like that bonnet is a bonnet I hate, and I don't want to give them anything I never liked. Like, I want to give them something that I know I like. I want to pick something for them, versus giving them something, any old thing. And again, that's how I treat my deck. But yeah, no, Taylor, are you here with us? Are we doing the top, the middle, or the bottom? I believe Taylor was our last read, or Ryan was. Ryan, if you're ready and want to drop your question, feel free. We can come back to Taylor when they're ready to tell me where they want me to pull from. Um, okay. Woohoo! You're back. I love it. But yeah, no, I need a top, a middle, or bottom from Taylor. And again, if you wanted a question asked, you could just leave the question. Tell me if you want the top, the middle, or the bottom. Um, I think I'm gonna probably get out of here in a moment. Um, I'm not sure. I think Taylor might be away from keyboard or something. I'm not sure. But if Ryan, if you're ready, go ahead. Like, if everyone just wants to put their question in, I feel like that's how I want to move moving forward. Is like, if you want a reading, just put your question in there so we can just keep the flow going so we're not waiting for anyone. Um, Oh no, no, no! I'm definitely not up on time. I was just trying to say like I'm just trying to move forward because I've been shuffling for like 5 minutes and I've been waiting for like someone to just either drop a question, tell me top or middle or bottom. Like I'm just kind of like I'm just steady shuffling, waiting. So if anybody wants to go, that's cool. But no one's bothering me or taking my time. I'm just kind of like, hey, what up, Dottie? Dottie, if you're ready, just give me a question and top, middle, or bottom. And yeah, like y'all are good. Y'all are good. I'm just trying to keep the energy going. Cuz I know I've shuffled. I said Taylor's starting a business. And so okay, you're middle. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Awesome, awesome. Ooh. Okay, cards were already flipping. Cards were already flipping. All right, we're not going to I feel like I was flipping for a long time. So, all right, Taylor said middle, top, middle, bottom. All right, Taylor said they're starting a business. Dottie, you're next. If you wouldn't mind giving me top, middle, or bottom, I would appreciate that. Um, cool. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind writing your question and then telling me top, middle, or bottom, I definitely got you. Um, I feel like I got another 15 minutes in me. So if folks wanna chill for the next 15 and kick it, that'd be much appreciated. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for spending y'all afternoon slash early evening with me. If anybody's eating dinner, I hope it's tasty. I'm about to get back into shuffling. I just want to light my spliff because I was having trouble with that. But yeah, no, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. It's been really fun hanging out with y'all for many years. Decades, actually, at this point. Goddamn, right? Oh my goodness. Or at least one decade for somebody. So thank y'all for being here. All right, Taylor said they're starting a business. What's going on? What's going on with the business? Ooh, judgment. A judgment card. All right. Now, a judgment card can be very hard to hold because I feel like when we get this card, as you can see, it's a very fierce, a very fierce side eye. Sorry, bitch. I had something in my mouth. But with that being said, yes, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so judgment card on the bottom. I'm gonna keep pulling because I feel like this is a. Oh, wait, that wasn't the bottom. I pulled from the middle from you. Okay, delete, 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 delete. I pulled a second middle card because I'm high, and then I pulled a top card, and I'm pulling a bottom card. And the reading is off a little bit, but we here, we here, we here, we here. Okay, so we have a judgment card. So right now, you're saying you're thinking about starting a business, but this card, this card is more concerned with how other people are going to perceive the business. Maybe you're struggling with a name. Maybe you're struggling with how you're going to roll it out. There just seems to be a eye over you. Like you're not, it's like every time you come up with an idea, somebody inside your head, like a mean bitch, is shooting it down. Like somehow, like inside your head, there's mean people. So it's giving that you're second guessing yourself about something that you actually are great at. But the fear of being perceived can kind of stop us. I'm glad that this was the second card that came out because I wanted to pull another middle card. This is a support card, right? Remember, you're soft, but you're not available for mistreatment. Okay? Like you can be really kind to everybody else, but you can be really mean to yourself. Exactly. Exactly. Remember, you're this girl. You're not this girl. Like you want to be basking in all the great things that you're doing. Like you want to be you want to be a cheerleader for yourself. You want to stand up for yourself. You want to remind yourself that you're great. This card, strength, I feel like I treat her just like high priestess and empress. Go to the mirror. Talk to her. Talk to her, okay? Talk to her. Build strength with her. So keep that in mind. You're worried about your business even being great before it even exists. How you gonna punch the baby in the head before it even grow up? How you gonna say the baby ugly? It's just a baby. It's a worm. You get what I'm saying? You're like, you really judging something that's brand new, just got here. My God, like give it some time. So yeah, with that being said, on the top I got the four of wands, which is funny because on the bottom I got the five. So we in alignment, but you're in between blessings, okay? You're in between blessings. You're in between blessings like shit. Badly. Badly. Like there's something that you want to build, the fours. There's something you want to build on the top. You want to build something. You really want to believe in it. You really want to believe in it, and you're worthy of building it. You have it. You have it. But the vibes. Are you willing to do things that counteract what you're thinking? Like, even if you think, I'm not good at this, are you willing to throw yourself into that? Like, are you willing to actually say, who cares? And still do it? Like, are you willing to look like a fool? Are you willing to look kind of crazy? That's really what the cards are asking. They're asking, bitch, are you willing to put yourself out your comfort? Because if you're not, that's when you're failing. You're failing when you're not willing to say, hey, I don't know how to do this, but I can learn. When you're failing to show up for yourself in new cycles of life, when you're too scared to jump, so you stand on the sideline, you're hurting yourself. So that judgment card, it's not about just hurting yourself in your head. It's about hurting yourself by pulling yourself back from opportunity. If you know creating this business was something that you came up with, clearly your mind is capable of producing flowers and fruits. But for some reason, you looking at them, inspecting the fruit all bad, like, is this really fruit? Is this really gonna taste good? How can we know unless we try it? How can we know? Like, just think about it. You ever bite into a mango that's unripe? It's terrible. But now you know, right? So putting that out there. Don't say shit terrible until we know. And we don't know if it's going to be terrible yet. There's no way to know that. So putting that out there. Stop saying mean stuff about your business. Taylor Corp is going to be cute. Tailors and things is going to be just fine, okay? Tailors, etc. is gonna flourish. We gotta say stuff like that. We gotta say stuff like that. We gotta tell other people, yeah, my business is doing good. Or I'm just starting, but my business, I have a good feeling about my business. If you don't want to say your business is doing good before it exists, that's fine. But say I'm gonna start a business, it's gonna be successful. Make statements. Put that shit out there. Let somebody try to fuck with that. Let somebody try to fuck with your word. And then when you say it, think about what you're going to do next. We get in the LLC. We're going to get that email. We're going to start that customer service line. Like, I feel like this reading was also for me because it's like when you want to start a business, you actually want to make sure you're thinking about all types of things, not just how to make the money, but also how to make sure the shit keep on working and keep on running. So just keep that in mind. There's so many things to think about. Don't let you think about nothing bad or nothing failing just yet. Because trust me, as a business owner, things will fail. You don't want to be thinking about failure too soon. Yeah, like things are gonna go left. They are. Focus on how you can make sure that even if they do, you got it. All right. Yes. Nothing but prosperity. Alexandria, we'll put you back on the queue. Dottie is next. If you want to just put your question out here and where you want the card pulled, top, middle, or bottom, just let me know. Just let me know what it is that you're asking me to pull from or for. And give me top, middle, or bottom. Dottie, you are next. Thank you so much. Ryan, we still got room for you if you want to come back. I'm glad that you enjoy listening, though. Thank you so much for that. I'm really grateful. Thank y'all for all the affirmations. A lot of y'all are so kind. Thank you for all the love letters in the comment section. It's been hella fucking nice to be here. I'm grateful to be back. I really do come here for the social activity of hanging out with people that think and say and are doing silly things or think in abstract ways. I really like how out of the box some of y'all are. I love the comedy here. I love the tenderness. A lot of y'all are so fucking sweet. so fucking kind. I'm so grateful to be in that space with y'all. So just thank y'all for creating this space with me. Thank you for cultivating this space with me. I just turned on the camera. Y'all are help cultivating a space. Just know that you're a part of this. You have sacred hands. You have hurricane voices, okay? Keep that in mind. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Will your finances improve soon? Oh, you wanted it from the bottom. Mm. Damn. All right. All right. All right. All right. Give me some more though. Give me some more context. Mm. Okay. All right. So asking about money is not always the easiest thing. So I appreciate you for being vulnerable. We did get an 8, which is a good thing. Eights are always good. Eights are infinity. Eights are thinking beyond yourself. Eights are positive. Honestly, I'm glad to see the 8. In my honest opinion, I feel like the 8 of Wands is a good thing to be seeing. I personally believe that when we get the 8s, again, we're dealing with beyond, we're dealing with forever, we're dealing with setting things up for our win. I do see that there's a creative endeavor or some kind of passion, something that you really care about, and that is why the finances improve because your energy is in the right place. You really care about this endeavor, you really care about where your energy is going to go, and so you're going to make sure you follow your energy to the money. However, in the middle, I do have the World card, which shows me because it was upside down that maybe unfortunately you've had to be isolated, and maybe that's why the finances have not been good. Maybe you've kind of been stuck a little stagnant. You haven't been able to just go about your business. Like you've been kind of stuck, either that or stranded. But the world card being upside down, it always means the movement has stopped. Think about the world. What does it do? Spin. And I'm not saying it has to be that literal for you, but for me, I feel like one of the easiest ways to remember is the world be spinning, don't it? The world keeps on moving 360, don't it? And that's a beautiful thing to think about because even when it's upside down, even when the world's upside down, even if it might mean that like we're not moving how we want to move, the world still moves. So it's kind of a reminder that sure, we're stuck, but we can't stay stuck. It's impossible. The world don't stay stuck, do it? It's just a temporary setback, a temporary you on your back, a temporary you not making your move. However, however, blah, 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 we do have the 3 of Wands. So there is a desire to create with others. There's a desire to connect with others. There's a desire to do more. There may even be like a platform, a channel, a TikTok. I just see that there's a desire to maybe entertain or connect with people or just show off a skill. Whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing, I hope you fucking do it, friend, because it just shows me that there are so many cool things. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Word. Listen, the bottom of the deck, that's a tough place to grab from, but getting such a hopeful card as the 8 of Wands at the very bottom of the deck, it's a positive thing. It means that there's more life. It means that there's legacy coming. It means that there's something that you're supposed to do for a long time, or even maybe be an apprentice of someone who's been doing it a long time. I'm glad to hear that. Just know that like there are people that know more than you and they want to share it with you. So let that open your heart, let that soften your heart a little bit. That there are people that have the skills and they want to share it with you. And you're worthy to hold those skills and use them for your benefit. So don't feel like you can't learn nothing from nobody right now. Keep your heart open to learning. Keep your heart open to experiences. Truly. Oh, you got that LLC last week. See, look at you, Taylor. Look at you. Yes, I'm proud of you. Um, okay, Alexandria, you gave me your piece. You said, how do you overcome your next obstacle? Ooh. Now, I wonder if this obstacle has even happened. I wonder what we about to get because I'm getting shook. I'm like, damn, how do we overcome this next one? They said they want to be prepared, okay? All right. Be prepared. That's all I heard. Okay. Ooh, 8 of Swords. Okay. Ooh, 9 of Cups. Ooh. Okay. All right. So When we get the eights, as I told you, we're dealing with beyond, we're dealing with infinity, we're dealing with forever, we're dealing with legacy. We're also dealing with a cycle ending. Like the eights are also an ending, not just the tens. So I feel like once you get the eights, the nines, the tens, we start to get into like cycles ending, cycles changing, cycles coming to a frosty, murky tsunami. Like we're dealing with a lot of things taking us off our game. Now, when we get our Eight of Swords, it's not a negative thing per se, but this is a reminder that like our minds, our mental capacity, that is something that we can impact with our environment. Okay, this card, the eights, it can be really hard to get this card mainly because when we get the eights, we are at times waking up from nightmares. Like, sure, we woke up and we didn't die, but we still had that nightmare. So, from what I'm getting from this card, it's giving that while you're asking how do you overcome your next obstacle, I'm getting, at least from this card, is by waking up, is by being present, is by not putting the trust in this or that person to show up for you in the ways that they may have said that they would. This card is a reminder to excuse me, is to not just put yourself. Actually, bitch, I think I'm lying. Actually, I think I'm fucking lying. Pause. 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 No, I'm not. I'm right. Sorry. Sorry, I'm wrong. I might have said wands by accident, but the Eight of Swords is absolutely about waking up from a nightmare. It's about being scared, but also being anxious about what's to come. Um, but also it's about like that anxiety of like your mind kind of just coming up with again so many ideas, so many different things. Like it can be a lot, and like I just want to urge you to just like take as much space as you can to rest. Take as much span. I know I told you to wake up, but like wake up from like the delusion. Like you must rest. Like that's why I keep on stressing. Like we need sleep, y'all. I did get the Nine of Cups upside down in the middle. This made me sad because the Nine of Cups is a wish card. So you have a wish that needs to be granted. Like there's something you've been wishing about for a while. Like there's a wish, a big wish. Nine of Cups is one of the best cards to get because it literally is the universe reminding you that you actually are deserving of magical, magical wishes. And for some of us, when we were younger, we might have actually wished on candles. Not everybody, not everybody had that experience, but some people did get to wish and blow out their candles and get those birthday wishes. That Nine of Cups, when it pops up, baby, say your wish immediately. You don't have to tell us what the wish is, Dottie. Just tell us what your wish is, or just tell yourself, tell your angels, tell your spirits, tell your deck. Just make sure you out loud say your wish. You do not need to tell it to nobody here, I promise you. And it don't mean it won't come true if you tell us. You can share it with whoever you want. But just know spirit hears it intentionally. All right. So share your wish. But that fear, that nine of cups turned. You want to know what this card stresses? That we don't believe that we're worthy of magic. A Nine of Cups is connected to the Star card. So keep that in mind. The nines are connected to the Star card. The nines are connected to the Star card. Actually, delete what I just said because I could be wrong about that. Delete what I just said because there's a part of me that just got shook. That I'm actually lying and that nines are actually connected to Sagittarius and that they're actually connected to the Jupiter. So delete what I just said. Might be misinformation. But yeah, manifest those wishes, but also not just the wishes, but also just consider like how much it took to get to where you are. And again, as I said, I'm not telling anybody to wake up to be rude. I'm just saying like keep your eyes peeled. Like some shit don't look right. But it's hard to tell when you're not getting rest. It's hard to tell when you're so anxious that you can't do anything else. And that last card I got was the death card. Okay? And I want y'all to not be scared of this card because this card, as fierce as she looks, I want you to think about what death really is. Okay? Think about the different types of deaths. Think about ego death, spiritual death. Think about bed death. Think about all the deaths, right? But one cool thing about death is that no matter what happens when someone passes, there will be more life. And I know that it's hard to think like that. So it's hard to think like that. It's hard to think like, how the fuck am I going to get over this hurt, this pain, this stress? Sweetie, by remembering that there's more life, by remembering that this isn't it, by remembering that this pain, this sadness, this stress, this cannot last. That is the important part of the death card. The sadness, the pain, the feeling of loneliness, the loss. It can't stay forever. And what a beautiful feeling. I know some of y'all may have lost parents recently or grandparents recently. Think about that. Think about how hurtful that was to lose that connection. But how exciting it is when you buy their favorite candy, when you leave roses by their tombstone, when you listen to a song that manifests them, their energy in maybe for an afternoon. Like, just think about stuff like that. Think about how while you're alive, you can still call their spirit. And that's why I urge y'all to get tarot cards, because some of y'all have so many messages from your granny, so many messages from your auntie, so many messages from that cousin that you didn't know very well, but you always wonder what happened to her. Some of y'all have women in your family that have disappeared and you wonder where they went. Ask the cards. Find a way to reconnect. And I say that on their behalf. I say that on their behalf because some of your ancestors have been lost. They've been lost on purpose. They've been left. So go ahead and pull up some cards. Ask your ancestors, where are y'all at? The cards may direct you towards water. The cards may direct you towards a park. The cards may bring you towards connection that reveals your ancestors have been listening to you. Just keep that in mind, y'all. But yeah, Alexandria, that's the only thing that's gonna keep you from that's the only thing that's gonna get you through these next obstacles. Remembering that it's just an obstacle. Remembering that it's just the ebb and flow of life. That sometimes you're the dog, sometimes you're the hydrant. Like sometimes you getting pissed on, and sometimes you doing the pissing. But just keep that in mind that it's an ebb and a flow. Nobody always down, nobody always up. And I don't say that to be warning anybody of anything, but just keep that in mind. Nobody is below anybody. Nobody is underneath nobody. And if you feel like that in connection, I hope you get away. I really do. I hope you don't feel like nobody is above you in connection. Because what kind of connection is that? They should love you. They should care for you. They should want equity in your connection. They should want ebb and flow. They should. Anyways, I appreciate y'all for spending time with me and hanging out. It was so fun. I wonder if there's one more person. Am I tripping? You're super welcome. If there is one more person, I got you. If there's not one more person, I understand. It's okay. But yeah, I'm in a great space. So if folks are wanting one more on the outro, let me know. If folks want one pull for a general for the collective, let me know. But yeah, I have had so much fun here. It's been really amazing. I also want to say earlier, when I was saying that y'all really helped me out, I was able to take a bunch of 5-minute clips from this reading, and sweet tea. I already know that people are gonna be like, yeah, I'm not watching no 3-hour video, but I'll watch a 5-minute clip. So just please know that I appreciate all of y'all for just allowing me to use your energy, allowing me to have space with your energy, allowing me to use your energy, connect with it. I feel like use just sounds so terrible, but I was using it. I was using your energy in order to connect, and that's how it works. What should I have for dinner? Will this stay up? Absolutely. Not really. What should you have for dinner? Low key glitter files. Do you want to be my last pull? I don't have to pull for no dinner. Hey, Kira, thank you so much for being here and hanging out. I genuinely appreciate y'all. Dottie, I'll definitely pull a card for collective still. Thank you for posting your emojis. But yeah, glitter flies. I know you left earlier. You had to run some errands. If you want to come back and get your reading, I got you. Venus and Pisces. Okay. Do you know what you want to? Do you know what? Do you know what you want a reading about? And also, do you know if you want the top, the middle, or the bottom? After glitter flies, I'm gonna do a collective reading, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. So, I'm gonna go and get some water, and then I'm gonna shuffle the cards for glitter flies. And then we go outro. Not you block the man in middle, please. This is our second block question. How exciting. Not to be excited when you're going through nothing or something, excuse me. Not to be excited while you're going through something. But just to say, damn, you the second person to ask if a man should be on block. So I'm excited as fuck. I can't lie. Cause that first one was wild as hell. My God. I did not expect those cards. I never expect any card to be honest, but the way those cards came out, like tra tra tra, like my goodness, just a gently kick. Is it the way? Taylor Beam, no, my Cash App is actually she need that honey, and the S is the dollar sign, so it's the dollar sign HENEEDTHATHONEY. And thank all for anyone who donated, excuse me, to any of the links. I appreciate you. All of the money is going towards saving my business and not looking crazy on the internet, honestly. That is 100% what all the proceeds to these tarot card reads are going to. Making sure I could keep my doors open as a business owner and stop telling people, "Hey, I'm trying to figure it out." Like I feel like I've been saying that for months. So just keep that in mind. Like however you bless me, bitch, just know I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I feel blessed. I feel grateful. Um, Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's okay. I still got it. It's just gonna be. It's just gonna go to an overdraft. That's the only reason why I wanted to send it there. It's okay. It's for the best. Trust me. Even though you sent it to the overdraft place, I still got it in some ways. You know what I mean? Like low key, somebody sent me some money to that, and the Cash App was like, "Hey, you paid back all your overdrafts." I was like, "Well, thank God." Cause that interest was hitting me, bitch. They were talking about 50 cents a day. I'm like, girl, not 50 cents a day. Do a lump sum. Damn. Cash App really hits you every day. Bitch, be careful with that borrow feature. PS on that. Anybody out there using the borrow feature on Cash App, be careful. Be careful. Be careful, because they will overdraft your account. And it won't seem overdrafted, but any money you get, it will go. Trust me, it's too much. That's why I got a new Cash App. And listen, my thought process is as soon as I get that loan paid off from Cash App, I'm gonna go back to that original account. But until then, and I'm also like just hoping that, like some sex work clients can pay it off. That's really how where I'm at this point. I'm trying not to use it at all unless a sex work client hit me up with a big amount, and then I'm like, yeah, throw it up over there so I could get that shit back fixed. But yeah, be careful with the borrow feature. Be careful. But thank y'all for trying to support. Thank y'all for trying to support. Again, all proceeds are going towards keeping Chonky Buds alive. Chonky Buds is struggling, has been struggling since I became evicted in motherfucking October, bitch, of last year. Like, my business has been struggling since October of last fucking year. And I'm praying to, by October of this motherfucking year, get it together. But it's been feeling scary, honestly. Um, I'm crying. I'm crying. I'm dead. Listen, Taylor, I will definitely ignore it. I will definitely ignore that. I'll definitely cancel that refund request. Don't you worry. I'm gonna get into that account. Thank you for sending anything. Trust me. Like, I know that it may seem that it's not going to me, but I do want to pay off my debts. Like, trust me. I'm not one of those people that's like overdrafted. I don't care. Like, I definitely care. But in the meantime, in between time, I still needed to be liquid. And I didn't even know you could have two Cash App accounts, but you can. So, PS for anyone who wants two Cash App accounts. It's real. And yes, I have two different cards and two different accounts. So I just want to put a PS out there for anybody who has a similar situation. Their Cash App fucked up. That happens to the best of us. I have a lot of friends, and when we talk to each other, sometimes somebody will hit me up and be like, "Is your Cash App good?" That's how bad it can be for some folk. We have to ask each other, "Can we send you money here?" So just keep that in mind. Again, it's no shade to anybody who sent money to the wrong location. That is okay. I'm not feeling any type of way about it. I'm grateful that that shit's getting paid off, and that at some point I will be able to get back into that account. Until then, though, I would appreciate the money in any form, but please know I appreciate it because again, I do want to get back into that account. I do appreciate having an account. Having two accounts has been really nice though. Can't lie. Anyways, moving on. Glitter flies. Did you tell me what you wanted me to read about? I don't know if I saw. Let me see. Oh, you blocked a man today. You said he wanted a middle card read. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. You blocked a man and you said you want to figure it out. Okay. I hear you. Okay, the moon card. All right, listen, I'm going to instruct you to look at your moon sign, glitter flies, and type in how to heal blank moon. Okay? If you want to tell me your moon sign, I'll give you some tips for sure. But the moon card, big Pisces energy, big psychic energy, big sleep energy. Okay? I've been telling y'all this whole time rest, sleep, it's not promised to us all. Okay? So, not be okay, Leo moon. Healing the Leo moon, sunflowers, okay, lots of sunflowers. If you don't want to buy them, don't buy them. Just go pick them, put them in a vase. You know, there's sunflowers all over the place, baby. Find you a sunflower patch and snatch some. Go ahead. They're very expensive though. I'm gonna put that out there right now. So if you do, get a sugar daddy for the motherfucking sunflowers because they are high. With that being said, not just sunflowers, but fresh flowers. Like Leo deals with the sun. Leo's ruled by the sun, right? And if for your moon sign to be in the sun, you get what I'm saying here? Like our sun, our moon in Leo is a moon sign, which is who you really are. Like when people get to know you, our moon sign is what we exude. And so when people first meet me, they think, yeah, that's a Capricorn. But when they get to really talking to me, they're like, that's a Sagittarius. And it's funny because I do feel like I have big Sag aqua energy. Like I feel like I don't act like a lot of Capricorns because I really don't care like how I really look to people in every sense. I feel like in some ways I do care. In other ways, I just feel like, if you're gonna judge me about this, who cares? Who cares about your opinion if that's what you judge me for? However, with that being said, lookism, wanting to look good, wanting to be seen as, an upstanding person, wanting to have your ego stroked, wanting to be seen as a goddess, like that is what I think of when I think of Leo moon, knowing that deep down inside, like you really desire an audience, people to perceive you. And so perhaps to heal, looking to your moon sign, you must give yourself that attention that you're seeking. You must take a bunch of pictures of yourself. If that's, again, how you're feeling, if that's how you're feeling, like take a bunch of pictures of yourself and just photo shoot, bitch. Like new makeup, you know what I mean? Again, not that you have to buy it, but just try a new makeup look. Just try a new playlist. Like sometimes I'll really jump out the window and be like, this might be a good, like sometimes I'll look up the acoustic covers of songs I like and try to find like someone with like under 1,000 views because someone's interpretation of my favorite song might be my new favorite song. So just think about it like that, like trying to find a way to boost your ego and boost yourself up without actually doing too much and without putting yourself under too much pressure. Allow yourself to do things that seem really, really one of a kind and unique, but are also things that anybody could do because you don't have to stress yourself out too much to get the healing that you need. But I feel like that moon card popping up, as you know, how to move on, how to move forward. It feels like this was a blow to the ego. Not to mention, like, again, because I got the moon card. I know your moon's in Leo. This is kind of like a damn, like, I had to block you. Again, when you get to the blocking stage of a man, the draining, the drain. I just got drained just thinking about it. I just got drained thinking about it, friend. Like, yeah, it's so fucking draining. Fuck. And then, oh, that Four of Cups want to come up so fucking bad, bitch. Like, the Four of Cups keeps coming up because, baby, there is so much more for you. There's so much more for you. Like, whoever got Four of Cups, just know that Spirit is trying to offer you something that you can't see yet. So just keep your heart open to magic. Magic. Keep your heart open to meeting new people. Keep your heart open to new people crossing your path. Keep your heart open to, maybe getting something extra somewhere and sharing it. You really never know, but this card is a reminder to be prepared for Spirit placing something in your lap. Be prepared for Spirit saying, actually, there's more people out there that want to love you. Be prepared for Spirit bringing something new in. Glitter flies, you're super sweet. Thank you for being kind. Thank all of y'all for being kind. Thank all of y'all for just being so loving. Honestly, I appreciate it so fucking much. It's been really wild out here. So just thank you. Truly, truly thank you. Okay, and my bottom. Ooh. 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 Okay. I do have the Ace of Swords upside down. And remember I told y'all before, aces are seeds. Aces are things that you plant that you want to grow. So Ace of Swords, swords are mental. Swords are things that we think, things that we say. And so that ace being upside down, it means that there's no room right now to plant a seed of new thoughts. But perhaps the way to get there is meeting those new people. Because again, wanting to block that person means that maybe their thoughts were just not good for you. Maybe this person's energy wasn't good for you. This person's operation style wasn't good for you. Wait till you're around people where they're good for you. Wait till you're around people to where they make you, they challenge you, but not to like get you mad or like not to like get you out of character. They challenge you to think, ooh, I might like this new activity. I might want to try that new restaurant. I may want to try this new massage parlor. Like, you want to find people that are going to inspire you to think different thoughts. Because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like the moon. First of all, we got that moon card popping up. Whew. The moon can be very delusional too. Like, the moon could low-key signal a desire to escape. And that's another thing too, is like, I'm urging you so delicately to give in to the desires of pleasure, but set a limit for yourself. If you say, I'm gonna drink tonight, make sure you only get a small bottle. If you say, oh, I'm gonna, just do something that might be a little taxing or draining because you want to feel something, give yourself a time frame. Just try to give yourself a little bit of boundary, because in this time, again, with that moon coming up like she did, you may feel the need to try to like wash it away. Because the moon sign constantly, you look at the moon one night, it's never the same, is it? Even the full moons don't look the same, do they? So just keep that in mind, that like it can be hard to know how to navigate the the feelings, period. Like, it can be hard to navigate the feelings after blocking someone, especially when, again, your heart was open to them. Your heart was open. You wanted to connect. You wanted to bond. So grieve it. Like, I feel like that's what this reading is telling me. It's telling me to grieve, but don't put yourself in a position to where you're going to have to recover from the grieving. You feel me? Grieve it, but have a limit on the grief. That's all I'm trying to offer. And I know that sounds oxymoronic. How can we know how long we need to grieve for? That's why you gotta set the limit like that, okay? If you know that you might get sucked into telenovelas, maybe limit yourself to one series per week, okay? Maybe pace yourself on consuming the saddest song you've ever heard, okay? Maybe one sad playlist per week, okay? I just want you to think about what it can look like to overdo it when you're emotionally volatile or when you're feeling like you're pleasure seeking. what can be overdoing it that nobody would even see it like that. I just want you to consider like the ways that you can just indulge something to your detriment and just pay attention. Because again, when people leave our life, we may want to fill that hole. And it sucks when it feels like there's a hole in our life, doesn't it? Like when somebody leaves and maybe you barely knew them, right? And so it feels crazy to be feeling all these feelings. You're not crazy, babe. Like, we live in a time where it's really hard to connect. It's extra hard to connect. So connection seems so much more important. It seems so much more vital to survive. Like, I have seen men howl in sadness because they realize that they're losing the thing that they never really cared about truly, but what they were absolutely getting and over consuming to the point where they kind of lost their minds a bit. Again, not getting the touch, not getting the hug, not getting the call, the text, not getting the romantic friendly gestures. Those things can be hard, but don't put yourself in a situation where you don't see that this is an opportunity to love even harder the next time. Okay? I know that some of y'all have been through something this year, hurting bad. Oh, I know that feel. Just know that it's okay to feel it, but it's also okay to remember that this sadness that you felt came after happiness, came after excitement, came after, like it came after so much good stuff. So just remember, it's an ebb and a flow, baby. It's an ebb and a flow. We gonna feel like shit for a little bit, but not forever. And so don't get too caught up trying to count the days or count the weeks. You feel how you feel for as long as you need to. But you can also alter your feelings by getting around people that remind you that there's more life ahead, that there's more hearts out there to connect with, there's more songs to hear for the first time and know that they're about your new love, there's more paintings that remind you of someone that would really like that art. Like, there's more moments where you'll say, ooh, I'm so glad to be thinking of someone. I'm so glad to have someone new in my heart. I'm really excited for that for you, but do not think you have to rush that. You don't. Feel the sadness, feel the weight of your feelings. Watch a sad movie. Indulge it. Indulge it. If the sadness brings you to cake or chocolate, indulge it. If the sadness brings you to calling the 211 line, I just want to put that out there for all my mental health folks who are all my neurodivergents. Sometimes we have something really big to talk about. 211, bitch. They have a free line to listen to. It's a listening line. And also, if you're on drugs and you really need to talk, firesideproject.org, they do have times. I don't think they're 24 hours like the 211 line. But the 211 line people will talk to you for a long periodically time. In a circle, too. In a big ass circle, too. And they won't even be mean to you. They'll be really nice. So just wanted to put that out there that, like, there's so many people out there that want to be kind to you, that want to love you, want to be nice, and don't want to ghost you, don't want to make you feel like you're too hard to love, doing too much. Like, there's so many people out there that want to treat you nice. I hope you get around them now, you know? And I feel like whenever you find yourself around mean people, get away from them. You don't want that shit to get on you. Just think about it like that. You don't want that shit to get on you because it will. Think about being around mean people. Think about being around mean people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It rubs off on you. It does. Just like being around nice people or loving people can make you feel uneasy because you're used to being around mean ass people. You like, why they being fake? Bitch, they're being fucking free. They don't know you to hate you. They don't know you to be unkind to you. Some of us be projecting, be worried that someone being nice, being mean, or being slick shady. No, they just don't want to fight no more. They fought enough. They've journeyed enough through pain. They want to journey through joy and ease now. And so if it's giving shady, fake, weird, that's fine. Get away from them. Just get away from energy you don't understand too well, because you may find that at some point you actually understand why that bitch was being so nice to you, because she saw that you was hurting. Imagine coming to that conclusion, that some people got away from you because they saw you was hurt and they didn't want that shit to get on them. And I don't mean that to be shady. I'm just saying, like, when we're not dealing with ourselves, our emotions, we not grieving properly, we be trying to grieve on other people. We trying to rage on other people. We supposed to feel those feelings, not always alone, but We can't always just bring somebody that to share with us. It's not cake. It's not candy. Like some of our emotions, really, we gotta eat that shit like a personal pan pizza. And it sucks. Real talk. It's not like a Pizza Hut pizza, bitch. It's that hard personal pan pizza that's cut off, fucked up, so one piece big as fuck. Anyways, I love you. Thank you for listening. Glitter flies. You asked for how much is for a read. It's sliding scale donation, so whatever you want to pay. But I'm doing one final read for the collective as just a kindness, and I'm dipping up out of here. But if you wanted to hit me up, my Instagram is OUIIDFAE, and that's where I be at on my personal tip. My business for anybody inquiring about plant medicine, and bitch, we got some new mushies in right now, so I'm really excited about that. The new mushy menu is about to come out soon. I'm excited. But that's gonna be at FATBEEP. So that's Fat B E P. Fat B Emporium and Provisions. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for loving me and being kind. I really appreciate y'all. But yeah, the last card. We're gonna do a card pull for the collective. I'm gonna dip up out of here. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank y'all for just making today feel really special. As I said, I've been still trying to learn the tarot. I've been still trying to go out here and uh make these cards like actually, just like just make them work for me, because I feel like I've been working for them for a little while. Like I feel like I've been working for my cards. I've been trying to figure out like how to get better at reading, and so I really want them to pour back into me. You hear me, baby? And so that's where I'm at. I'm talking to everything. All right, so on the outro, things. We're gonna start with the hardest shit first, okay? We're gonna start with the hard stuff. We're gonna start with the hard stuff. We're gonna start from the bottom. We're gonna move up. Things that you can feel in your toes. Ooh, Page of Swords. This is a perfect card to get on the way out. Pages, as I said, they're pagers. Little messages, babe. Page of Swords, okay? There's some new thoughts coming, but they're not here yet. That sucks. Doesn't that suck when you're sitting there with your old ass thoughts and you know they're old ass thoughts? That's such a feeling that we don't get to sit with enough, because we have the internet, right? So as soon as we hear a new thought, we can immediately eat it up. We get to immediately hear some new information and just go with it. But right now, a lot of us are sitting with the reality that there's some new information that just ain't revealing itself just yet. And I love that for us, because we get to sit in curiosity for a moment. Okay? I want y'all to start thinking about what messages from Spirit could be coming. Like, and I want you to take a moment to project, right? Because some of y'all got messages y'all want to come. But just think about what Spirit could be getting ready to share with all of us. Because it's a collective read. So this is a reading about us. All of us humans. There's new information wanting to come in, but it's blocked. I wonder why that is. How are we being distracted from information right now? How are we not able to connect right now and share collective thoughts? Think about the internet right now. Think about how we're all talking about Kamala, or that weird man who did those wedding vows that were creepy. Oh my God. We don't have to talk about that right now, but we'll get to it at another time when I'm not doing a tarot card reading. But yeah, think about all the ways that we're thinking about all different types of things, to the point where if somebody was trying to teach us something, imagine if an alien was trying to talk to us, how would they get to all of us? You know? I want us to start thinking about how we can go places that will put us in alignment with messages that we need to hear. Some of y'all are avoiding going to the water. Some of y'all are avoiding going to the forest. Some of y'all are avoiding going to certain places because maybe you don't want to hear from this or that person. I want you to really think about where you're unwilling to go to listen. Where you're unwilling to listen is what I want you to focus on. Because again, that's on the bottom. Those are things we don't think about too often. And why the fuck would you think about who you're unwilling to think about? Again, pages bring messages. So that's what I'm trying to do. In the middle, we got the sevens. We got the Seven of Cups. And this card is about a lot of things. Some people feel like this card is about pregnancy. Some people feel like the Seven of Cups is about um, having lots of creative gifts, lots of artistic gifts, lots of musical gifts. It's a card that is bursting with life. Bursting with life. But just like I said with the Seven of Pentacles, how you could be staring at your crops, wondering when your fruit will come. The Seven of Cups is literally staring at your heart, wondering when the emotions will come. Telling yourself, hey, be more emotional, be more free, be more honest, be more vulnerable. Like, you can't bully yourself into that. You can't make yourself be more of that. And because that card was in the middle, we're dealing with the gut, we're dealing with what we're feeling in our stomachs. And so maybe some of us may be pregnant. Congrats. But some of us may have to give birth to something else. And so I want you to consider what it is that you want to sprout, what kind of fruit you want to produce. If you were a tree, what kind of fruit would you give us? Again, this is just a thought. I want to leave y'all with some thoughts at the end of these readings because not all these cards are going to tell you direct things. But let's think about some questions. Think about whenever you pull cards, think about what question could come from these cards and ask them yourself. Ask them to yourself. So getting back into it, the Seven of Cups following. So these two are together, okay? This one was at the very bottom, this one was in the middle, and on the very top, oh, all right, the way that I flipped it, okay, we got an upright Two of Cups, which I'm really excited about, honestly, because getting the two after the sevens is really nice. Again, if I was to read this reading from the top to the bottom or all the way through, I would say that a lot of us are looking for partnership. A lot of us are looking for someone to be there to share the load. And I want us to think about how people can share loads with us or share. I'm sorry, I'm disgusting. I want us to think about how people can share their emotions with us, how we've created a space inside of ourselves to hold people emotionally, how we've created space to be with people romantically, friendship wise, acquaintance wise. Not everyone has to be our best friend, but think about the ways that we've created partnerships, especially this year. Think about how hard it was to actually make time for other people. Think about how capitalism has had us looking at how much money it costs to take a drive to go see that friend that we really miss. Think about how we couldn't afford the Uber to go do this or that event, but we really fucking wanted to. Think about all the things we didn't get to do. Think about all the partnerships that feel like they're hanging on by a fucking thread right now. I just need y'all to know that it's not on you to produce something very beautiful for people to be in your life. It's not on you to be birthing things or creating things or to be waiting for yourself to feel better so you can be a better friend. Being a good friend means knowing that sometimes you don't got it, and neither do they. So keep that in mind. Not all of the Two of Cups doesn't always talk about romantic love. It also talks about being there for people, being able to hold space for people, having the capacity to hold space. Not everybody has it, right? Sometimes that's how we know who really loves us. Sometimes we think that's how we know, right? Because someone will let us just talk and talk and talk and tell them whatever. Sometimes people are just harvesting our energy. So just keep that in mind, that having connections with people isn't about performing. It's not about pretending like everything's okay. It's not about making people think like, oh, well, I can pay for this, I can do that. Being a friend is really just showing up with the gifts that you already had. You don't have to spend extra money to be a friend. You don't have to do anything to be a friend. A true friend doesn't have to do too much for you, do they? And if you expect your friends to do things for you that you can do for yourself or that you never told them, those are secrets. And you're not being a good friend by keeping secrets from your friends. So I just want to put that out there, that while we may be wanting to focus on partnerships and connections with people, we can also give ourselves two cups of tea whenever we focus on ourselves. So keep that in mind. Sometimes when you want to give things away to people, remember you could just have double. And sometimes when people don't ever think like that, it's important to think about that more and more. If you never think when you have two things, if you never think when you have too much that you should just give it away, if you never think like or excuse me, if you're always thinking, well, I have so much, I can just share it. If you never consider that you can just have two, I want you to do that more, okay? You don't have to always give your extra. You can pour it back into yourself and notice how much easier things become for you. Notice when you pour into yourself, you can honestly pour into others. Just a thought. And then the Seven of Cups, again, don't be so focused on trying to be everything for your friends or your connections. Don't focus on how much you don't have or how much more they have than you or how much more they did for you. You deserve to be spoiled, friend. I love spoiling my friends. I have a friend, whenever I see them, I always bring them fruit. I always bring them a blunt. I always bring them a lighter. Because I rarely see them. I always try to bring them an offering because again, like I want them to know like I love you so much. I know you barely have enough weed to smoke for yourself. Your situation isn't one where you can just always get these things and yet we're friends and we see each other so rarely. If you know that your friend doesn't have a car, the ways that you give your friend gas money without them even having to ask. Think about how you be a friend to your friend. And again, it doesn't have to be materials. Think about how you call your friend and say, hey, I haven't heard from you in a little bit. Do you have some time to talk? I have time to listen. There's ways to spoil your friends that don't cost money. And this last one, maybe we can't really hear the new messages, the new thought processes aren't able to come into our life just yet because again, we're so fucking focused on trying to be a good friend, spending all the money, doing all the events, paying for all the trips. Being a good friend don't cost that much. So I just wanted to put that out there for anybody who was scared that they was being the broke, shady, shitty friend. You're not. And you know what sucks? Feeling like that and not being able to tell the friend group, hey, I'm struggling and I need help right now. That's what I want you to focus on. Who can you run to, okay? Who can you run to right now? Who gonna help you shift your mind? Who gonna be uplifting and positive and loving? Who's not gonna hold you accountable for being poor? I just want you to think about that, all right? Your friendship is worth more than your gifts. Your friendship is more than the Ubers, than the beers, than the drinks, than the mani-pedis. Your friendship is worth more than all of that. Their friendship is worth more than all of that. Being around them is uplifting you, isn't it? Being around them is giving you something, isn't it? Remember, what you get from people is not always monetary, but it can block money and it can uplift money. True. But just keep in mind who we're keeping in our life because they're serving a purpose and because they're making us feel good. Because they're making us feel connected. Because they're reminding us that we're special and worthy. Just think. Just think about connections that just they make us feel easy to love. Because that's the only kind of connections that really make sense, right? Think about it. Haven't you felt hard to love enough? Again, let these new messages come in. Let these love letters come in. If people are saying that they love you, listen. If people are saying that they're mad at you, turn it off for a moment. Go outside. Before you listen to anything negative, pour something good in. Pour love in. And if anybody talking crazy to you right now, put their name on a piece of paper and put it in a honey jar. Don't eat the honey. I didn't say that the first time, but I don't want any of y'all to get sick. Don't eat the honey. Put that shit on the windowsill. Let the sun hit it. Don't keep it out there, but let the sun hit it a little bit. Let it charge up and put that shit somewhere. Don't let nobody eat it. Don't let nobody eat it. That's all I gotta say. All right. Thank y'all for spending time with me. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for being amazing. Thank y'all for all of the gifts that y'all offer me. Thank y'all to whoever sent money tonight. We appreciate you. Thank y'all to whoever thought about sending money but didn't do it just yet. Thank you for waiting on that coin for me. I appreciate you. Anyways, I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm so excited to be back. I'm so excited to be sharing with y'all. I'm so excited to be learning tarot a little bit deeper. I'm so excited for the people that's gonna get decks, gonna talk to their ancestors, gonna call their granny finally after so long. Oh, some of y'all got ancestors that can't wait to hear from you, baby. They can't wait to hear from you. Anyways, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for being pure love, pure joy. Like, it's a pleasure to be here. That's why I be staying so fucking long. Anyways, I love y'all. Bye.